Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. For those that haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&As before, everybody in the comments, you lot run this show. So get your sporting questions in. Get your questions in, people. But it can be any sport, past or present. So it can be football, it can be basketball, it can be boxing. You might have an NFL question. Whatever sport you want to ask about, get your questions in. Don't forget, if you are a member of the channel as well, your questions take priority like a super chat, people. Your questions take priority like a super chat. So I'll make sure I get to your questions if you are a member. And of course, if you super chat as well, I will get to your question. But make sure you hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Hit the like button on the video. Share this across all of the socials as well. Follow Sarcasm City TV across all socials and myself. All the links underneath in the description. And subscribe to the channel. It's road to 5K here. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell as well. And normally these shows start with just me for those that are new, and then the rest of the panelists will join. But who we do have here is a member of the channel. So this is one of the perks. He's getting on one of the Q&As on the YouTube channel. You've got Steve in the building. What are you telling me, Steve? You good?
Forza Lazio. What's good, bro?
Yeah, man. Oh, good. You already know.
I'm
Just keep everything sticking over, man. It's weird having a break from football, considering how much football there's been. But we will be back, people, on Friday.
Whoa. There's football on today.
All right, World Cup football then, man. World Cup football.
Yeah, fair enough. Not the Georgian Cup final.
Yeah, and not some football that anybody cares. Nobody cares about these games, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking
FA Cup. FA Cup.
Second round.
Yeah, well, they're gonna be in the third round.
All right, okay. Yeah, sure. But yeah, like Steve said in the chat, get your questions in as well. WKD says, is Tyson Fury scared of Usyk? No. I think scared is too far. So no, he's not scared. He'll fight Usyk. I was having this conversation. Me and Russian was having this conversation on one of the World Cup watch-alongs. And I was talking about how Usyk is high risk, low reward. And when I say that, Usyk's the most difficult fight for Fury currently right now. It's the most difficult fight, and it's the least amount of money in terms of the top guys. So will I say he's scared? No. Scared is too far. But cautious, of course, because Usyk can beat him. Yeah, go on.
Sorry, I don't know too much about boxing. I'm more of I dabble in UFC a lot more. But regardless of that, I know Tyson Fury's obviously he's super good, but I don't think you get into this industry as successful as Tyson Fury is if you're scared of someone. You respect them on a level maybe, or sometimes you don't. Sometimes they got legit beef. So, but I don't think, honestly, I don't think if you're scared, you get found out right away. That's my 2 cents on it. You don't get to where he's at with fear.
Yeah, so that's why I wouldn't say scared. I'd say like Fury's not an idiot. I'd say he's the word I'm looking for. He does respect Usyk, and as much as they'll clown Usyk and say, oh, he's a blown up heavyweight, he's a middleweight, he knows Usyk's got skills. Like Fury's the favorite for the fight, people. Don't get it mistaken. I watch boxing.
The heavy favorite on the bookies.
Yeah. Fury will be the heavy favorite, of course, but he knows Usyk has the tools to cause him problems. That's what I would say. He has the tools to cause him problems. Southpaw, great boxing IQ, can move, can move very well. Those things are a problem. Just him being southpaw. Just being southpaw, being elusive, being very smart. Hitting hard enough to get Fury's respect. I don't think he could stop Fury, but I think he hits hard enough to earn Fury's respect, so Fury's just not walking him down. So I think that's where it stems from with that, is when you look at the other fights, stylistically, they're easier fights, and they are more money. So, for instance, Fury AJ, even if they did Fury AJ and then they did the rematch, that's more. Fury Deontay Wilder 4 is probably more money. So that's 3 fights off the top of my head right there that you could mention. If a Joe Joyce or Daniel Dubois go out and get a big win somewhere, the all British class, that's probably even more as well. And it's probably heavyweights I'm forgetting. So that's where I would say it stems for. Even if you went for Ruiz, someone mentioned it. Andrew mentioned it there with Ruiz.
Yeah, man. Probably generate. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, say that again.
That's my buddy. That's my Newcastle friend. And
big up Andrew.
Because I posted it on my Twitter, so I must have clicked.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's big into boxing and football, obviously too. But yeah, no. So I have a question about this. Yeah, is this a narrative surrounding this fight? Because I'm assuming he's asking this question. WKD Llama. He's asking this question about the scared.
No, it's because it's a fight that everybody wants to see. For everyone, I shouldn't say everyone. General consensus is that they're number 1 and number 2 in the division. However you have them rated, whether you have Fury 1, and Usyk 2, or Usyk 1 and Fury 2. So everybody
there are objective rankings, just like
UFC, right? Like everybody wants to know who's the best out of them, because Usyk's legit the only one I think now that people genuinely believe can beat Fury. Of all the heavyweights out currently right now, he's the only one I genuinely believe could beat him. Do I think he does? No. But if I had to put money, do I think that happens? No. But if I had to put money on a heavyweight and I had to pick one, I would pick Usyk.
So it's kind of like a Man City in the Champions League sort of thing. Who's going to take them out? The best challenger would be Real Madrid.
So yeah, it's kind of like it's that. And people want to see an undisputed fight as well. People want to see that. People want to see the undisputed fight as well.
Yeah,
and I want to see the undisputed fight. I want to know who's number 1 and who's number 2. I want to see I want to know who's the third best. I want to know who's 4. I want to see White Joshua.
Is this a world title fight?
Yeah, it would be undisputed. It would be undisputed. It would be for all the belts because Fury's got it'd be 12 rounds. Yeah. Fury's got the WBC and then Usyk has the 3 others. Yes, Timo, you saying you good?
Not looking good, bro.
What's up, man? You good? What's happening?
Not LeBron.
This guy just came on to cry about the Lakers, you know. Yo, man, you got a rapper out there.
8 out of 10. He's still got something.
I think we're gonna lose after this. Fuck you know.
You'll be alright, fam. You'll be alright. And to Andrew as well. Yeah, like I said, you lot get your questions in. You can get your boxing questions in as well. I did name this: Can England beat France in the quarterfinal of the World Cup? So we'll get to that as well. Wilder versus Ruiz will be interesting if Ruiz is trained well. I think it's interesting until Wilder clocks him, Andrew. That's what it is. It's a good fight. And it'd be interesting to see how Wilder deals with Ruiz. But like I said, once Wilder clocks him, his lights out. That is Deontay Wilder. I've said this before. He's probably
want to talk about Hazard retirement, by the way.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that as well. Once like people are acting like the Wilder. I had this when I tweeted this out because I think Ruiz either posted it or Wilder posted it, and people were talking about it like it's a competitive fight. It's not a competitive fight. We all know who the heavy favorite is. The heavy favorite in that is Wilder. However, we all know Wilder fights are very entertaining because somebody's getting knocked out. I've not seen a boring Deontay Wilder fight. I don't think they exist. His style, his knockout power, which is ridiculous. He's the modern day generation Mike Tyson. And when I say that, I'm not talking about level. I'm just talking in terms of just straight knockout power.
Like punch the power.
Yeah, just straight punching power.
Yeah.
Like somebody's getting knocked out. Like I've seen Wilder knock people out and he's not even hit them. Like his arm's not even fully extended.
Jeez.
Even Hellenius that he just knocked out, his arm wasn't even fully extended on that shot. And he still dropped him. Wilder different, man. Wilder different.
But Wilder, I'm assuming Wilder's the kind of fighter where it's not a standoffish thing. It's either he's putting on pressure.
What do you mean? Say that again.
I'm assuming that, or sorry, who you were saying Wilder is
Wilder Ruiz
Wilder fight.
Oh yeah, there's no such thing because Wilder gonna come forward and try and punch you and try and.
So he's not looking to just do standoff and
no. He don't box.
He's looking to get involved.
He's a straight knockout eyes. He's trying to knock you out. He's a straight.
He'll take hits. I'm assuming.
He'll stand in the pocket.
Risk and reward. Okay.
Because he knows once he clocks you, it's a wrap. Minus Fury, he stopped everybody. So that's what it is. Andrew also says Fury versus Chisora was exactly what we all thought. A spar. Yeah, no one's surprised about that. Fury just needed a stay busy fight, so he picked Chisora. Like, is what it is. I'm not particularly mad at it. I enjoy watching Fury fight. Look at Fury in the earlier days. Cunningham floored him. Why? Smaller, fast hands with decent power. Usyk's footwork is unbelievable. Only reason Fury could beat Usyk is his huge reach. He has changed a lot, Fury, since the Cunningham fight. But yeah, Usyk's a problem stylistically for anybody. Like no one ain't trying to fight that. He does have unbelievable footwork, but Fury being the natural heavyweight and having all of the physical advantages will come into play in that fight because like he has all. Like we all know, Usyk's not a natural heavyweight. Like he could still get to cruiserweight. How tall is Usyk? Like 6'1", very 6'9".
Oh
It's
wow!
like an 8-inch height difference.
Damn,
Yeah.
crazy.
Andrew also says, feel you'll fight like Klitschko, jab, move, hook while in the pocket and move boring. Hey, I like it. When I see it, as much as I like wilder fights and I like seeing straight up knockouts, I also like the sweet science in terms of I get on the inside and do your thing. Like I like seeing both sides. I like seeing both sides.
Yeah.
And yeah, Wilder has knocked out fighters when landing to the gloves. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But you lot get your questions in. Get your questions in while we go to Timo here because he's sad. Not only are the Lakers, there's LeBron's missing. I think Russ is missing. I think Patrick Beverly's missing. I think AD's missing. So yeah, we'll go to you. And Eden Hazard has retired from international football, even though I thought he retired years ago. We move. Your thoughts, Timo?
I can't lie. I feel like some people might have disrespected Eden Hazard, for example, like the amount of trophies he's had. In the Premier League alone, he's probably one of the most underrated player, probably playmaker of this generation. There's no one out there can do what Eden Hazard did in that stint
As
alone.
consistent as Eden Hazard did, because I could point to a guy like Ben Arfa. Ben Arfa took on guys, dribbled through guys. Payet did the same thing. But what makes Hazard special? Consistency. Except that 1 year in 2013, 14, when Chelsea was fucking rubbish. There were 2 years, right?
I don't think we're that rubbish. I'm going to have to disagree with you.
No. Where you guys finished like what? 9th?
13, 14, we finished at 3rd place by Man City and Liverpool.
Oh, I'm okay. It must be 15, 16. That's when you guys won the title.
15, 16, that's the whole thing, debacle. Like he wanted to leave because the whole thing unraveled between him and Mourinho. Not only that, but I think Mourinho has fell out with the most of the squad. So
true.
That season alone, you know what? Only one bad season for Eden Hazard.
True.
But the one thing that I still baffle about is that golden generation that people overhype these days. 4 years ago, there's a bit of argument that Lukaku is the top goal scorer. Well, hold on. If he is the top goal scorer, then why people hyping up this golden generation and then to be getting beat by France, arguably, I don't think they're that favorites at that time for me against a France side.
No, when did they play France? What year was it?
2018 World Cup.
Semi.
Was it semi-final? Yeah, I hear you. Did Belgium did have a golden generation? They just never won. It was a golden generation at that time. When you look at it, I don't think it was 2018 though. I think the years prior to that. I think 2016 in the Euros and 2014.
2016 Euros. Okay, they lost to Wales as well. Don't forget that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They shouldn't be losing to Wales.
Yeah, the Wales one was quarter.
They shouldn't be. Like when you look at they had prime Vertonghen, prime Alderweireld, they had Eden Hazard, Kevin De Bruyne, Lukaku. I'm probably missing a few.
Moussa Dembele.
Moussa Dembele, yeah.
Yeah, Dembele was Belgian. Yeah, Dembele, Witsel, Fellaini.
And that's when Witsel was decent.
Yeah.
Nowadays he would struggle in MLS.
How many more players you need? We just named the whole spine.
Goalkeeper too? Courtois.
I mean, like you got Courtois. So you got Courtois, Alderweireld, Vertonghen. You know what I'm saying? Witsel, De Bruyne, Eden Hazard, Fellaini off the bench. Mm-hmm. There's probably a few players we're missing. That is a golden generation. They should have done better.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Do you think it's the same failure with England or 406?
No, because the teams they went out to were better. Actually, they went out to Portugal in that Euros. That's arguable. Who did they go out? Was it Portugal?
Now, that Portugal team was pretty sick, though.
Was it Portugal? Was it Portugal twice? They went out in. Oh wait, was it 06 and 08?
04 and 06 in the World Cup. 06.
Oh yeah, because they didn't make the 2008 Euros. Yeah. So it's 04, 06. What I would say is even if they got past Portugal, they're not better than them sides, the other top international sides at those times.
No, because you guys.
That being said,
tried
Greece
to
did
shoot-
win it.
What?
So you could argue that actually. Greece won the Euros in 04.
Yeah,
You gotta
but
put it, Timo.
Greece scumbagged their way to it. They did
Yeah,
what
but
they
hey.
had to do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Maybe all right. Maybe 04 they should have done better.
Who did they lose to in 04, though? That's what I'd be interested. I'll look
Portugal.
that up.
It was Portugal. Yeah,
I mean, that was a team probably with Figo, an emerging Ronaldo. Still had guys like
Maniche,
Chelsea center back Carvalho. Was Carvalho a part of that team?
I could name a few on that team.
I'm gonna check now. Let me
Figo
have a
as
look.
well. Maniche, who else?
Let me have a look.
Ricardo Quaresma,
Oh, Quaresma. Oh, my God.
Helder Postigad, and who else? Deco, Simão Sabrosa.
Deco.
Let me have a
Oh,
look.
that's a good team. That's a good team.
I'm actually gonna check it out now and see.
The problem with England and the Scholes, Lampard, Gerrard thing was they tried to shoehorn them into a 4-4-2 and it just never worked out, right?
Yeah, you have to drop one. Or if you're not gonna drop one, you gotta drop one of the strikers. That's the problem. Let me have a look here. Let me have a look at the England team. There we go.
So
Because they did draw the game
that
too.
to me seemed like England's problem, but I wasn't around watching football at that time.
Robin.
So the Portuguese,
loads
Ricardo in goal, Valente and Miguel with the fullbacks, George Andrade and Carvalho centre backs, Costino, Maniche, I forgot about Maniche, and Deco in the midfield. Then he had Ronaldo, Luis Figo, and Nuno Gomez. Yeah, England should have beat this team. Yeah, they should have beat this team, 100%.
Even with the whole Scholes, Lampard, Gerrard problem.
That's on the manager. Even with that, even when I'm looking at that team, Nuno Gomez wasn't.
Who were the front two for England?
Rooney and Owen.
Oh.
Should have just dropped Owen.
That's right.
Even the subs.
Was Peter Crouch around for 06?
Say again?
Was Peter Crouch around for 06?
I'll check it in a second.
Obviously
Yeah,
not.
because the England team was James in goal, Sol Campbell, Terry, Gary Neville, Ashley Cole, Beckham, Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes, Rooney, Owen. Yeah, they should have gone through this. All right, let me see about the 06. Hey, big up Eddie in the chat, as always. Big up Shane as well.
Big Steve in the building. What's up, Eddie? What's going on?
Shout out Eddie, man, every single time. All right, let's have a look here. Hold up. Let me see. England, Portugal, 2006. Let's have a look at this. We'll get to that, Andrew. Don't worry. We won't get to all the questions. Don't worry about that. So
Andy, you already know my answer. You already
put
know
it in order. So Paul Robinson in goal, Ashley Cole, Gary Neville, John Terry, Rio Ferdinand, Beckham, Lampard, Gerrard, Hargreaves, Rooney, Joe Cole. And in the Portugal team, Pauleta, Miguel, Petit, Ronaldo, Thiago Mendes, Luis Figo, Carvalho, Nuno Valente, Maniche, Ricardo. Yeah, they should have beat them too.
Was there ever a time where David Beckham's ability from crossing and whatnot was on the par with KDB?
Yeah, he was Bell.
Wow.
Yeah. To me, he was Bell.
For longer or over like a one season?
Just in general. Like, people don't talk about it, but KDB, P&P, but we don't talk about it. He a P&P player. You know what I'm saying? He a kick and run baller. Not that he's bad. I'm not saying like crossing is he's one of the best. If someone said KDB's a better crosser than Beckham, I wouldn't argue you down, but I'd say Beckham. I've seen Beckham do it from
KDB can pick out passes though that no one sees. That's a whole different
conversation. But if we're talking just crosses, Beckham
could Beckham do that? Could Beckham do that?
He's a great. Do I think he's as good of a passer as KDB? No, but is he a better crosser? Yes.
And what about Scholes? Because Scholes,
you could argue.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean,
best passer
that's the other thing. It's a good debate. Like who? What? So you rate what Scholes, technically speaking, over Beckham? Not the player in general, but just passing and
yeah. Scholes is the best. Yeah, Scholes is the best. What's it called? The best passer I've seen. Like. I'd have to go outside of the country to then talk about who matches him in terms of passing. But here, Scholes. I know, like I can say, all you have to do is hear out it's not one or two, how all of the legends talk about him. And that tells you all you need to know.
True.
Whether that's Zidane, whether that's Xavi, whether that's Iniesta, whether that's Ronaldo, whether that's Pirlo, whether that's Messi. The list goes on, whether that's Thierry Henry. You You know what I'm saying?
They said the
Yeah,
same.
man,
Beckham.
in the midst of Fergie versus Wenger, and it was United Arsenal. Henri said it. Our whole thing was, how do we stop Paul Scholes? All them talented players that Manchester United had at that time, and he said out of his own mouth, our thing was, how do we stop Scholes from playing? Because he makes them tick. He's like easy. As much as he gets his ratings, he's so disrespected. As much as he gets his rating, because he stood out in a world-class team, like with world-class players, consistently over a number of years, and was the guy. Man retired, unretired, and came back and won a World Cup. Won a Premier League. Like, that's how good he was. As good as Lampard is, as good as Gerrard is, De Bruyne, etc., whatever midfielders you want to put in there, man stood out. And when Henri said it, I'm like, tells you all you need to know. Tells you all you need to know. Yeah, Ryan, I'm going to send you the link now, fam. Give me a sec. I'll send you the link now.
Maybe I'm just looking at the comparison in that I think both of these two teams, they were heightened the expectation. When the core of the Belgium team was established, like some people thought that these were the players to bring back the glory days, like of Lukaku, Hazard with his prime, De Bruyne with Man City. At that time, he was exceptional when Man City had that 100 points, over 100 plus points in a season. And I feel like the media can get into players' head and affect their performance.
And the fans.
Into a certain degree, like where Belgium is consistently hyped up by the media, where it's matched with the criticism that they've shown after unsuccessful tournament like the World Cup. And I feel like the weight of the expectation of the entire nation is too heavy to carry for even the best players in the world. And let's not forget, like KDB and Eden Hazard is not young anymore. Like they're now about 30 plus years old now. Mm-hmm. They're going to be around like 33, 34 before the Euros. So
KDB, I could see him playing for a long time though, like Luka Modric, for example. I'm not saying that Modric is better. I'm just saying KDB isn't reliant on speed. He's got a brain and he's got, a hell of a peg. That's the thing. You can have a long career. You could play till he's 40 if he wanted, and he's still got the motivation to, I bet. And he keeps up fitness and whatnot.
Well, he's gonna play. Yeah. Because he's a quality player. Yes, Ryan. What you saying, bro? You good?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Y'all blessed, man. You already know. Big on my guy JG in the cut as well. So Saka to score the winner. So he's talking about the England to beat France. Hopefully. That's what he's on about. Hopefully, man. So you can go crazy at Box Park, fam. So you can grab that girl you've been waiting for and just kiss it when Saka scores, innit? Yeah, I see you, fam. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's your time to shoot. Hey, if England got a goal up, shoot your shot, fam. You know what I'm saying? And that girl who's at Box Park, just grab her. You know what I'm saying? Grab her and just look her in the eyes, man. You know what I'm saying? And then she'll go for it. Trust me. Let her meet you halfway, man. Whose wins on Friday between the Dutch and Argentina? We'll go to you on that, Steve.
Netherlands.
Yours.
Easy.
You say Netherlands. Okay, go on. Why?
Simply put, again, solid defense, counterattack. It only takes 5 or 6 passes. The movement of Dumfries, even people give Daley Blind stick, but to be honest, like he is a really good player in that team. Defensive solidity, and they're doing this all with the Noppert, who's never played international football and is barely a club starter for Go Ahead Eagles. So like that may be their only weakness in goal, the inexperience, but it hasn't bothered them so far. And honestly, with Depay, now he scored his first. Gakpo still looks good. Midfield, I mean, against the USA, they were able to soak in a lot of pressure against us. And the first, they had 3 opportunities in the first half to score 2 of them. Just real quick, precision. It's basically the complete and utter opposite of Spain. For me, the Dutch are more straight to the point, direct, goal, easy, done, clinical. Spain, they don't even get the shots off. It's just pass, diagonal, backwards, all this nonsense. To me, the Dutch have a cutting edge. And the thing with Argentina is that they've underperformed, for me, 75% of the tournament. For me, and I love them. You know, the
Sorry to
very,
cut you
very,
off, man.
very.
Lewis in the cut. Yes, family. What you saying, man?
Out of Chelsea.
But yeah, I got
Everybody.
Dutch. I got Dutch winning 2-1.
So you
Netherlands.
got Dutch. All right, we'll go to you actually since you just landed, Lewis. Hope you're well in that. The Dutch
I'm
and
all good, what
Argentina.
you saying?
All blessed, fam. You already know, man. Keeping things taking over. Dutch, Argentina. Who you got?
Argentina.
You
A little
Argentina.
bit of messy shithousery as per
You reckon
usual.
Messi? Okay.
I can't argue with that because that's what Messi does, bro. He's a game breaker. Even if he isn't playing well, his team ain't playing well, and they need something. 9 times out of 10 for club and country, he delivers. So I can't argue with that. I just think the Dutch have suppressed all the, even though they've been the ones inviting the pressure on for the most part. Van Gaal, very good manager. He'll notice things before. He'll make the subs before something goes wrong. To me, I just think I think he's a.
Okay. Well, that's fair.
I still got them winning the World Cup, so I'll go.
So we got one each. I might regret this
The
next one,
Netherlands.
but yeah, he's got the Netherlands. Yeah,
I said that at the start, Flawless. You
did say
remember?
this at the start. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I do.
They can be
remember.
dark horses, I can see it.
Yeah, because all these horses is trash. That's why, but we move. I may regret
Yeah.
this next one. Ryan, what are you saying? The Dutch, Argentina.
Oh, you give me such a hard question, man. Like,
Hey, don't blame me. It's Andrew Bell, innit? You know what I'm saying? And I didn't just pluck this out of thin air.
thing is, I think this is the one where I just can't. It's too close to predict. Do you get what I mean? Like,
Yeah, exactly
I
what you're
think-
saying.
I think this one's gonna go all the way. I think it's gonna go pens.
I can see.
All right, so pens. Who wins on pens? You gotta pick someone.
Argentina.
Well,
But it
pens
wouldn't
makes
surprise
sense.
me if Holland won. It honestly wouldn't surprise me.
Once it comes
but
down
I
to
feel like-
penalties, you can't beat even if it's
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
if
I would-
it's
I'm-
MK
I'm actually
Dom
with-
versus.
And
Yeah.
the thing is that Emi
Go on.
Martinez, he's been in penalty shootouts before in the Copa America, like with Argentina, did really well. So that's why I probably give them the edge. But it honestly could go either way this game. I can't predict it. Like Holland could go thing is the flaws. I said it. Like I don't even think Holland are that great, but I said it to you in the group stage. Remember,
Yeah, I
these
agree.
men don't concede goals.
Exactly.
They're a hard team to score against, and that's what gets you through these games. At the end of the day, I said it to you. If you're pragmatic and you don't concede goals, you can go far in these tournaments, and they could do that. Like, yeah, like
They
I
could
don't
end
think
up
they'll
in the
win
semi-final.
it, but they could get to the semi, and
Yeah.
I don't see them.
Because
getting
eventually you
further
got to
than
punch back. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Switzerland are
been
a pragmatic
clinical,
tough team
though.
to break down. When we
I
see
think
what
they've been
happened.
clinical this tournament in terms of they don't really create a lot of chances, but they have taken kind of the chances that they do create. They have been pretty clinical, the likes of Gakpo. So yeah,
So we
yeah.
got 2 for Argentina. Timo
I say Argentina to win penalties as well.
for Argentina and penalties. Yeah,
What about you,
I can
Flawless?
see that. I actually agree with what Ryan said in terms of this is one of them that is close. I don't think either of these sides are great. I think they're both decent sides. Both have some individual players who you look at and go, yeah, they're talented. Obviously, when you got Messi there, Messi's there. You got Enzo Fernandez. People been waxing lyrical about Martinez if he's on the pitch. Martinez, the goalkeeper, as well as Lissandro. Obviously, Holland as well with De Jong. You got Van Dijk in there as well. Gakpo's
Ake.
been on form.
Avi Klaassen has actually been
So,
decent for them,
It's-
and Xavi
I
Simons.
edge it.
Javi Simons is a
I
good
edge
player,
it
man.
to the Netherlands in extra time, but
Eh?
slightly. I edge it to the Netherlands. But if Argentina, the biggest shock the biggest shock of this game to me would be if it was done in 90 minutes. Whoever
The biggest
won. I
shock to
can't see
me
it
this
now.
game would be if a team ran away with the game, comfortably won it. Do you get what I mean? Like if
Like
a team won
3-4-0.
this like 3-0 or something, that would be
Yeah.
the biggest shock in my opinion.
Yeah, because they're both, and I think whoever it is getting bounced in the next round anyway. Because the winner of this plays Brazil, correct? Or
Oh
the
yeah,
winner
yeah.
of the
Whoever
Brazil
whoever
game
wins this game is going out next round. I admit that. Yeah.
plays the winner of the Brazil Croatia game.
Brazil
So-
basically, man. But they're playing Brazil
So-
in it, basically.
Yeah,
Don't say
pretty much.
Brazil Croatia, man. There was no
Don't
point.
sleep
I
on
agree, man.
Kovacic.
I'm sleeping on Kovacic, man.
Oh yeah, you
Um,
think he's overrated?
big up Victor as well. Big up, yeah, large up Victor. Like I say, you lot get your questions in.
Yeah, I
Eddie
don't
says
know
it
about
now.
that comment though. Netherlands aren't as good as everybody think. Me and Flawless only picked.
I don't think anyone
Yeah, and I
actually
don't even-
thinks they're that
I
good,
don't even,
though.
yeah, I don't even think they're that. I don't even think they're that good. I just think they're slightly better than Argentina.
I think they're a good side at getting results. They're not pretty to watch all the time.
They're not good to
If
watch.
you
Yeah, I agree.
I think you can be pragmatic and not be pretty to watch, but still be effective. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they
Like,
are.
if they were better with this, if they had better players, they would have been my dark horse pick.
Like where would you need an upgrade in? Are you talking goalkeeper, Nopper?
Yeah,
You
for
want an
Attack.
upgrade on?
Attack,
midfield and attack?
midfield, and
No,
attack.
Depay's got 80.
I don't rate Depay. This is well documented. I didn't rate him when he was here.
Thing is,
So
Holland
you wouldn't
defense
take
is
Depay at Man United on a
No,
free.
because he just be Sancho. You get Sancho.
Oh, you're giving up on Sancho?
He'd be Sancho
you're
in
worried?
terms of not giving up, no, but
You're worried.
when I come to the realization, I'm not worried. It's about getting the correct system because it's when it might have been in Saeed's channel. I don't know, but we were talking about João Felix, and then I was mentioning how I was skeptical about signing João Felix, and not because I don't think he's talented, because I think he is
He's freakishly talented.
But Sancho is also talented. And then what I was thinking to myself is when you look at the best forward players in the Premier League, and especially wide players or even nines, they're P&P. They're very mobile and very, very physical. And if you don't offer those things as attributes in attacking players in the Premier League, you have to be exceptional elsewhere. You got to be like Harry Kane level with the other stuff. And that's my worry about Depay. That would be my worry about João Felix. Even when you look in European football, when you look at all the top European wingers, all of the strikers, they all have that. Like, take away the old school, take away Lewandowski and Benzema, who are at the last stages of the career. I'm talking the newer generation. When we look at Haaland, even when you look at City, like Grealish is a prime example of that. Not that Grealish is slow, but he's not pace and power like that. But he's no one doubts Grealish's talent. I've never heard one person
ability,
say
dribbling, drawing fouls,
all of that stuff. We even see it with Mahrez to an extent there. And Mahrez is quality, and I think he's been very, very good at City. But if he left today,
first touch is ridiculous.
Yeah, he wouldn't go down as a legend if he left Manchester City today.
You don't think he would?
But he was damn good at Leicester. He was damn good at Leicester.
I don't think he goes down. I think he goes down as one of the greats, maybe one or like a fan.
Yeah,
favorite,
no, I
but
get what you
wouldn't
mean. Legends there are like.
Put it this way: they wouldn't build a statue of him outside the stadium.
Yeah, no, I hear that in all seriousness. Yeah,
he's not Aguero like you mentioned. He's not Company. He's not. But in terms of talent, he is. He's
De
good
Bruyne
enough
is a legend. Then is
yeah,
so
De Bruyne 100%.
Like he's good. He's good enough. Let me correct this. He's talented enough to have a statue outside of the
Valley
stadium.
Blinda's 1,000 years old.
Like that's what I'm saying. So back to the point is, I'm not giving up on Sancho. I'm looking at it going, might just be wrong era. It's we're in the P, like we talk about the system era. It's the P&P era, and I came to this realization a couple weeks ago.
What's PNP mean? Or what's
Pace and
power.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Yeah, like that's the era we're in, unfortunately. And yes, you can be skilled, and like you mentioned with Grealish, drawing fouls, great first touch, dribbling, all of that stuff. Who's the best player who don't have that in the forward line? It's probably Harry Kane.
Yeah, I think
Sometimes he plays in center midfield.
And Harry Kane is one of the best, like one of the best strikers, like period. And look at his age; he's 29. I'm talking new generation. Even when you look at Haaland, as good as Haaland is, that's the point I'm making. You see it, like that's why Chelsea suffer.
You not say Kai Havertz, man. I'm like Kai Havertz.
That's exactly why Chelsea suffer. This is exactly why, because they don't have no P&P. They have zero P&P.
That's true.
No one intimidated.
Running, lots of running.
Yeah, you just have runners.
True.
But
That's
what
Mason Mount. That's what Mason Mount does. He's a track runner, bro. When he plays on the wing, he's useless.
Mount, Havertz, Gallagher, all the same thing. Road runners.
Run. It's like
distance
really,
cover.
Mount
They
and
work
Gallagher.
hard. They work
Just
hard.
slightly-
Gallagher and they're not like wide players like that. But yeah, even they shows there's just a lack of skill. But yeah, I get the point. Like my point is about the same about Chelsea. When you look at
I can't lie, yeah.
Go on.
I've started to appreciate pace and power so much more this season.
Because it's the in thing, fam.
No, but you know me, like I didn't like it before, innit?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like I used to go on but players like Salah and all that, pace merchants and all that. But like I can't lie, I've started to appreciate it so much more these last few
it's
months.
what brought you the most success you've seen at your football club.
And also,
as they're effective, innit?
Yeah, and I'm not saying I'm against it, but what I'm saying is because that is my preference, but that's the way it's gone. Like football
Yeah.
now, to me, like I said, this is just my opinion. People can disagree. That's cool. It's now FIFA in terms of it's a PMP thing. When I'm playing FIFA, all I look for is pace and power.
I think it was Nunes that made me start to appreciate pace and power as more as crazy as it sounds, because I know how bad he is technically in it.
It's
But
crazy
like
as
I
fuck.
know, like I've seen how much of a problem his pace and power can cause to other teams this season, in it.
Yeah.
Like I've just seen how much of a problem it can cause them. So like I've started to appreciate him more. That's why you see me appreciate Salah a lot more this season. And I wasn't like that before.
Or Firmino.
Because that's just
I've
basic.
always
Like
liked
football,
Firmino,
I presume we've all played football at some level here. You don't want to chase anybody.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to
playing
chase
against
anybody.
pace and power is horrible.
Well, yeah, I hate it. I pass him onto the net.
Nah, but I love doing that. I love doing it. When I played
that, if we was on the same team, I'd pass him along to you as your man, Steve.
I love just running around. Absolutely. I mean,
you can play for Chelsea, fam.
Yeah, we'll get you a shirt.
I'm already contracted to Lazio, unfortunately, my friend.
Hey, Chelsea.
Hey, Viva Maurizio Sarri. Let's go.
We're playing
Yes,
some
Jez.
good
Yes,
ball.
Jez, what are you saying, fam?
I'm good. What are you guys saying?
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
I
all
heard
good, fam.
Flick's resigning.
Let's go.
Fuck. Hey, it is what it is, man. Did you guys see earlier though? Reports were saying that how players in the Ghanaian and Cameroon team had to pay to get into the World Cup squad.
I did
What?
see that, but I didn't know if it was true or not.
Now it's a true thing, because that's why Salisu wasn't playing for Ghana for a good time. Because like when he was playing at the under 20 level, they told him to pay money, which he didn't do because he couldn't afford it, and that's why he didn't play. Because obviously he can only represent Ghana, but there was a time where he didn't even play an international level at all. That was one of the main reasons why he didn't play.
Wow, that's crazy. I'll have to find out if I got some guys.
I mean, to be honest,
I'd pay to be at a World Cup. Yeah, go on, Steve.
To be honest, though, Africa, unfortunately, African football's been tainted with corruption virtually from the start. Unfortunately, and that goes not just even in the footballing, in terms of government in Africa. You know, the history of Africa in general. You've got civil wars, you've got uprisings because of different things. So, you know, it's unfortunately one of the when people are in need, they'll trust anyone if they're talking a good game, and when they don't deliver, you know, it just keeps happening over and over. And honestly, it don't surprise me with, you know, some of that stuff, because that stuff ain't right. But unfortunately, that kind of stuff just doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't get the mainstream press, and it. Honestly, I don't even know if it's a big deal in Africa or anything. I'm in Cameroon or Ghana, but yeah,
it's a big issue. It's a big issue, and just the more see in the northern side, everything is that obviously there's still obviously a couple of things like remember like the whole CS stuff, for example, but it's more worse around everywhere else but the north, because it's like it's more money driven than anything. That's why you don't, because when you really look at the players that actually come from the African nations to Europe, there's a lot of actual talented players there. But why is it the issue that the facilities, how come in 2022 the facilities in certain countries like that are still struggling to just be maintained, just at some sort of level where they can actually, where you don't have to say, you know what, they have to be all players coming from Europe. No, that's why I'm like, again, these things don't surprise me. I've been always saying the GFA, this is also the Ghanaian FA. I've been saying like, them man, they just don't know what they're doing exactly, innit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they sell the people that they do, and the other thing too that there's no excuse for it in terms of the money stuff, because as a follower of Ligue 1, a hardcore propagandist of Ligue 1, like the pipeline from the African, from the African teams where they scout in Tunisia, Algeria, all these places, they're getting money in from clubs and partnerships, especially even in there's a Danish club, FC Nordsjælland, who have a partnership with the Right to Dream Academy, I believe. And FC Nordsjælland get bare prospects from there, and it's just like they get plenty of money and financing and whatnot. So it's one of those things. It's just corruption, man. at the end of the day, really.
And
Yeah.
large up to Eddie as well, who's booing Jez. You know what I'm saying? And that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, people.
8-0 Raptors, by the way, Timo.
Yeah, Timo. That's why Timo got
Not a
a
hot
miserable face. Hey, you lot continue to bump up the likes. I don't know how many were on, but I know it's not enough. Bump up the likes, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget the likes. Go subscribe to Carefree Lewis G as well. Don't forget to do that, people. Don't forget to do that. We'll go to Paul's question here. Camilla, we'll go back to what you said. Has Guardiola been the best defender? How'd you say his name?
Gvardiol.
Guardiola.
Just give me the surname, please.
The G silent.
Guardiola. Yeah,
Is it Guardiola?
The G silent. It's Guardiola.
Oh, wait, the G silent.
Yeah, the G silent.
Wait, the V or the G?
The G.
It's
G
Guardiola.
silent. Oh, it's Vardio. All right. So hey, waiting for a rapper to say, yeah, I'm a G who moves in silence, like or something like that. Like Guardiola's. It's actually someone's gonna say it, 100%. 100%. As soon as he signs for Chelsea, that bar's coming out, people.
Yeah, that's getting scout still, but I'll give you credit.
Yeah. hey, just credit me for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Has
Every time.
You already know. Yeah, see, Prime, yeah, there's someone who remixed this. Has Vardio been the best defender at the World Cup? So impressive for Croatia. Only him or Kim J at United.
The Napoli defender.
Yeah, I know he's talking about because Mertaz has been going on about him from before the World Cup.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
Impressed.
I think Vardio is better.
I was very impressed with Vardio. When I've watched him, I've been super impressed. I'm like, it was a game in particular. I can't remember what game it was.
The Belgium game.
Was it a Belgian game?
It would have been the Belgian game. It would have been the Belgian.
Yeah, there was one game that he was just super on it and super impressive. And someone who's not on it is the Lakers. That's why Timo's there slapping furniture. But yeah, Timo wants to score. Timo wants to score.
8-15.
Yeah.
Hey, mute yourself when you're trying to bang something.
So yeah, just to answer your question, I'll let everyone else answer it, Paul. Yes, I have been impressed with him, but I need to see more. As for Kim J, that's at Napoli.
Kim and J.
Is it Kim Min Jae?
Kim Min.
Yeah. As for Kim Min Jae from Napoli, I thought he was good this tournament from what I've seen, but I can't really judge him just off a World Cup. What I would say is I like his profile though. You know what I'm saying? PMP. I like the profile. Like he fits. Like that's a great base to have, and then you build upon that. He's tall as well, and United's team is fairly small. Well, yeah, we'll go to you, Steve. I'll let you answer this question.
I'll take best defender. I'll go Naif Aguerd, Morocco. Naif Aguerd, the West Ham center back, or Romain Saiss. Either one of them two.
I think them two.
Oh my God! I can't pick between the two.
Sorry before I kick you off. No, Eddie. I do it because I enjoy watching Lakers. Also, secondly, as well, the fans watching us enjoy Lakers. Third, I like giving Timo shit as well. So that's all in it. I don't enjoy Laker pain. I enjoy Timo's pain. There's a difference. Sometimes they go hand in hand. Well, go on, carry on. Carry on. Sorry, Steve.
Oh yeah, no, and Andy Bell in the comments. Eder Militao, a great tournament for him as well. That's a great pick. I'll go Naif Aguerd and Romain Saiss. They haven't conceded a goal besides the own goal. So.
Christopher mentioned it there. Suter he impressed me as well. Again, another unit. I don't know a lot about him, but I'm saying profile wise.
Plays in the A League. Yeah. And the thing about
Christensen.
And the thing about the A League too.
I knew you were gonna say that. Even though he's got knocked out.
Danish Maldini, bro.
Thing about
what a knockout stage for him.
What a knockout stage for Germany too, bro.
Wait, you don't know the message yet? I'm supporting Portugal. What are you talking about?
Oh, is that your third country now?
Fourth.
This guy's shameless. You know?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, his third was England, didn't it? You know what I'm saying? And then he drew France. You feel me? And Victor, no, we're not sleeping on Thiago Silva. We're just mentioning who's been good. I never said Vardio was the best. Thiago Silva's Thiago Silva, man. He's just on the level of a
dribble pass in the World Cup.
He had a class of his own, man.
As well.
He in a level of his own. Like he's so good that we need to mention how good he's been, because we just like that's Thiago Silva. He's going to be quality.
Known entity. Yeah,
it's the standard that he is going to be exceptional. But yeah, sorry, go on, Steve. Carry on.
No, I was also going to say about Harry Suter because he plays in the Australian A League. It's actually a very physical league, and there's been actually a lot of players throughout the years, A League championship. That's been a very common transfer route. So I could see him making a championship move, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm a fan of him. Marquinhos, Upamecano's also been good.
Defense so far.
Yo, Upamecano's improvement this season, even for Bayern Munich, man.
A
I've
hell of a lot.
got to give him ratings still.
Yeah. No, I'm impressed.
Yeah, he's
But
been
yeah,
doing
again,
good.
I used to think he was crap, but this season he's been really good this season, both for club and country. So yeah, got to shout him out.
What are you saying, Ryan? Best defender at the World Cup, or just defenders that have impressed you? You don't have to pick a top one. You don't have to pick your number one, but just defenders in general.
Vardiol is one that stands out for sure, just because of his age. It's kind of first like big international tournament for him, I'm guessing as well. So
It is, yeah. Actually,
yeah, so
he might have been in the Euros still.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Was he in the Euros? I've forgotten in it.
I think he was, but he was playing left back at the time.
All right, yeah, but yeah, he's been brilliant. Obviously Thiago Silva. I think it's just crazy that he's doing it at this age as well, looking just like a Rolls Royce in a back four as well at his age as well, which is fair play. I think John Stones has been really good as well. For England as well.
Fair. That's a good shout.
John Upamecano, like I said, been excellent. Who else? Who else?
I for sure, to be honest.
I think, but in terms of Vardiol, I think like he just looks brilliant, man. I really want him at us, but it looks like he's going to Chelsea. But he's actually a Liverpool fan. That's the thing. He was quoted last season saying that if I dream of playing for Liverpool one day, he used to watch the games with his dad. So he actually supports us. So look, if we went in with like a cheeky bid, then might turn his head. But it looks like he's going to Chelsea in it. But I'd love him to come to Liverpool, to be honest.
What are you saying, Jez?
I think everybody would love him. Like, I just remember them watching him at Zagreb. I'm like, yeah, like when I saw him going to Leipzig, that was such a normal move for his age, from 18 or 19, going to the Bundesliga. So it's kind of setting you up, depending on how well you do. Either you just go up, or you just stay at the same level. And now he's linked to Chelsea for 90, 80 million move. And I mean, he's probably, maybe talking about ball progression, probably the best or top 3 centre backs that I've seen this so far in football, in centre backs. But I think it's kind of easy to say that he's been the most impressive centre back. I think, I have to give credit to Pepe from Portugal.
Oh, Pepe.
That's a valid point.
I've always
for me, it's another one where we talk about age. He's definition of real man, bro. Just commanding the back line, and he's not even playing the back 3. He's doing it in the back 4 comfortably, and it's actually surprising how fast he is, even despite his age. He can go and still do a job in it.
He's
That's
been
why
way
he still
better
plays.
than Diaz next to him.
I mean, he's been very good. Even he makes Diaz looks better, because it's just the experience. He's been there, done it. And he will be a main reason why Portugal can win the World Cup if they do. He will be a massive part. So yeah, I have to give a shout out to him.
Yeah, and sorry to cut you off.
No, I was finishing.
Yeah, to your point about Pepe too, he has experience of winning international trophies with Portugal. Euro 2016, he was essential in that team. He's a guy. Pepe is a guy that you love to have on your team, but you think he's a right cunt if you're playing against him. And that's that's the beauty of it.
Absolutely. Continue to get your questions in as well. Obviously, it's World Cup, so I know you're not going to have World Cup questions. Harry Souttar plays for Stoke. Oh, does he play for Stoke?
Oh, yeah,
Right, first. I didn't know he played for Stoke, but we move. You know what I'm saying? Prime already hating on Vardiol, and he's not even in a Chelsea shirt, Terrible. Already. Terrible. Why is he? Wait, is he 6'7"?
Doesn't
Harry
rest.
Souttar.
Nah,
Yeah,
wait.
man.
Harry
Don't rest.
Souttar.
Yeah, that's just someone
I
else.
just think Guardiola will sit in the Premier League.
Yeah, man, he'll probably be in a Chelsea shirt, man. You'll see him at the bridge next season.
The next Leipzig. Sorry, go on.
I did see a report saying that. I did see a report saying that Madrid were also interested in him, looking at him. And when they're looking from Madrid's kind of point of view, it makes sense because David Alaba. No, he can start in Madrid. I don't see why.
He can definitely start at Madrid.
Yes, you're either gonna go.
Yeah,
play
but
left
is
back
Ancelotti
he
going to
can.
break that back 4?
No, but the thing is, he can play left back. He's like he actually when
Yeah,
Leipzig
but
play a back
Alba's
four. No, the thing
Alba's
is not
gonna
this
know.
because like you. This is where like the what's it called? Where you can have it like set it up in different ways. Because again, like when Leipzig play a back four, even Croatia, he can play comfortably at the left back because he's so good on the ball, bringing the ball forward. And Madrid is anyways a team that can hold possession for so long. It doesn't really matter if he's going to be playing at the left back or centre back. But even then, when you look at Alaba's age, Alaba's also not the greatest centre back. So if you want to look at of upgrading, Matt, and I mean the reason also why I say Madrid is because I think he's going Chelsea, but the reason why I say Madrid is because Madrid is about to spend like, can we talk about that as well? Because I find it crazy.
Yeah,
Madrid is about to spend nearly about 100 million on two kids that are not even 18 yet.
Endrick and
Endrick and so they're pretty much buying like the two youngsters from
the other
Palmeiras.
one.
I don't know who the other one is because he just came out of nowhere. So they're spending like 35 million on like another kid that is in Palmeiras.
From Brazil? Oh, is it Danilo?
Yeah, not Danilo, someone else. That kid is 15. They're spending like 30 million on him or 35. And then Endrick is spending like 65 million now. This goes nearly to like 100 mil. That's crazy to me. That's crazy.
That's Real Madrid for you, though. If they want a player, pretty much they got him.
No, but for me, what I find it crazy is like you could have told me 10 years ago that 15 years ago are gonna go for 35 mil.
How much is it? How much?
It's so there one of them is like 15 and he goes for 35 million.
Jeez.
And obviously Endrick. 15 years.
Let me look it up. I know who you're talking about. I just can't remember his bloody name.
Yeah, I can't remember his name as well, but it's not Danilo. Danilo plays for someone else.
No, he plays for Palmeiras.
Oh, he also plays for Palmeiras.
Hey, Lewis, outside of AC, what other defenders, centre backs, just defenders in general have impressed you?
Has Thiago Silva been said?
Yes,
Thiago Silva has been said.
Yes.
I got
Thiago Silva.
Koulibaly.
Yeah, Koulibaly's had a really good
Koulibaly
World
did
Cup.
okay.
Really
To be
good.
honest,
He was decent. Aspilicueta didn't play.
I'd say
He's not one of the goals. Aspi set up a goal from around.
Oh shit! Yeah, he's played twice. Yeah, we'll claim that.
Yeah, see that Aspilicueta.
Who else?
Teo Hernandez on the offensive side of things for the left back. Fucking love. I love.
What about Rudiger and Lewis?
Rudiger.
He looked a bit dopey against Costa Rica. I can't lie. Sorry, man.
At least he tried and gave a shit, unlike anyone else.
Yeah. That was the effort.
We move along.
Yeah.
That's just Chelsea in him.
Does it really matter so much as to what players support? As to what clubs players support their youth? I mean, De Bruyne has supported Liverpool. Look, Chelsea, prior now City. Now, I
think it could play a part depending on
the person.
Because it depends if the club actually goes in for that player as well. In terms of, let's say we decided to go in for Vardiol, the guy only a year ago said, my dream is to play for Liverpool. That could still, at the end of the day, if let's say we bid the same as Chelsea, for example, offer him like around the same money, the likelihood is you think he'd probably choose us over them. So that's all I'm saying. But I don't think we'll go in for him in it, even though we should. So that's why I think we'll go Chelsea.
Yeah. So does it play? It can play a factor, Paul, but I think it's minimal.
It depends on the person. It depends. It depends on.
If the person's like from that country and like they're English, then like someone who's like born and bred hardcore Liverpool is not going to go
proper Chelsea.
Nah, like he's proper Pompey, so he would never play for Southampton.
But do you think though, like manager that also take a part, because no disrespect to Potter or anything, but obviously club is more established as a manager, and also especially in Germany as well, which is could be another reason why Raviol might be like, okay, I do like Liverpool just as a club, but you have a chance to work with your own club.
Yeah, manager's therefore a bigger factor than who you support, of course, because you're thinking, one, can this matter, especially if the manager's established and is decorated, then it's like, all right, I want to work under that manager because he can get the most out of me. So of course.
Fuck Coco Klopp. He wants to come to Potter.
Yeah, he wants to go to, you know what I'm saying, Graham Potter's pot smoking psychedelic tricky blues.
Yo,
Yeah, bro.
yo.
Be the part of
Yo,
a project.
Lengen Sweet, the same Akanji you conceded 6 yesterday. Hold that.
Hey, the same Granit Xhaka who was also part of a midfield that got ran through and conceded 6.
Oh,
But
yeah,
no one's
we
talking
can
about
speak
that.
on all of them. We can speak on all of them.
Yeah, no one mentioning Granit, world-class Granit
Zakaria was
Xhaka.
on the bench for most of it. We don't need to
I'm
get
saying. No. We're talking about Mr. World-class Granit Xhaka. You know what I'm saying? Best number 6,
never said
best
he was
number 8 in the
world-class.
Euros.
Oh yeah, Granny
I know you-
Xhaka can hold
But I'm
that.
saying people have mentioned this because after they knocked
You
out the
said he was
Euros, that squad,
world-class.
yo, you never. That was genuinely a conversation. Where have you been?
No, surely no one said he was
Stop,
world-class. I
Yes.
think he's a good player, innit? But no one said he's world-class.
Stopman said he could become like that if.
Yeah, people
if
talk about him
Arsenal
being
use that.
great.
Statman, though, man.
And being
Statman
Yeah,
great.
but it's not-
Hey,
it's
hey,
not
Bamesy,
just
if
Statman.
you're
Statman thinks
watching
Luke
that, that
Shaw's
was
better
right. Who
than
said that.
Robertson. Like,
But it's not a lot. It's
Hey,
not just
Bamesy, hold
Stopman. It's
that.
a lot of people. Like I think. See, the funny thing is, I don't think Xhaka is like this terrible footballer.
yeah, I think he's a good player. That's it.
No, for me, it's like when people say he could become world class. No, you're taking the piss. Like I'm like, okay, like he's playing well for Arsenal. He's playing in a more advanced role, but calm down with the world class shows. Like I feel like there's like every other day, every team. These days it feels like every team has a world class player down to like Burnley. Like everybody just gives the name. Everybody just gives the world class shout note to everybody.
It's like Oprah handing out free cars. You're world class, and you're world class, and you're
I saw
world
someone
he's a-
put a
he's a
thread out
decent-
saying Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain was world class on his
Oh,
day.
I saw that. That tweet made me sick. Honestly.
like-
Yeah, you seen that one too. What's
What-
wrong with
what
your
tweet?
fan base, bro?
What's the tweet?
Oh,
What's the
Someone
tweet?
saying how Oxlade-Chamberlain was world class on his day.
He was never
I was
world
like,
class.
no.
The guy scored 2 passion strikes against City that season, and everyone hyped him up. He wasn't as great as what people
He was
make
the
out.
OG road runner before Mount and Gallagher made it look cool.
He was Mount with pace and power. That's all he was, man.
I said he was tall. OG.
N'Golo Conte also was the, original runner.
Nah, no.
Oh,
but
yeah,
at least
he had
N'Golo
technical
Kante
ability.
actually was a
He was
very
effective.
effective.
Productive.
And football IQ.
Yeah,
He was playing the
productive.
game like 10 seconds before it happened.
Right?
Yeah.
Productive. Like that's what that is. I was gonna say, yeah, like I say, Granit Xhaka, I've always said it, man. Decent player and that's it. But people gonna hype him up. Well, we move. I'm just glad they held 6. I'd love to see it.
I'm
So
not
happy
happy
they-
because Fabian Schär, bro. Man, he was.
Hey, you know what Shaw can do, Steve? Shaw he can hold that. That's what he can do.
Look at
He can hold that.
bro.
No,
I'm
you
saying,
know,
the same way it was even sweeter was to see Ronaldo on the bench with his sour face as Portugal scored 6. That was great too.
You know who I have to hold that fucking fraud. I can't. That guy pisses me off, man. When he was because see people act like I don't like
Jan
Dortmund.
City,
Just
hold
take me
that.
as not. Like I actually have a thing. I'm actually cool with Dortmund, man. But Akanji was so bad for Dortmund. I'm happy we sold that fraud. I don't
The
care. how good he
Dortmund
is for
fans
City.
hated him.
He's I get him out, man.
Buying a Dortmund defender is like buying a Man United attacker in the past.
What I'm trying to say, well, Chelsea attacker, like it's
For a
just,
Chelsea
it's just
attacker,
ashy.
because Dortmund defenders have been fucking putrid ever since I've been watching football. Like terrible. They'll
It's
concede.
unreal.
They'll concede mad goals literally to anyone. If you ever want to, if you ever want to bet, if you ever want to,
we have
yeah.
we have Dortmund in the last 16. I want to test that theory.
Bro, you could probably get Schlotterbeck moving around like.
Hey, when you got the cheeseburger and Schotterbeck in the back there, you know what I'm saying? Like
Wait,
No,
who's
our
Cheeseburger?
attackers
you know-
will make
you know-
them look like
cheese-
fucking
cheese-
Jan City
Baresi
tried to-
and
cheeseburger,
Wait,
cheeseburger
hold
is Sula.
Oh, why do you call him cheeseburger? What did I
Because
miss?
he's built like a fat brick.
My God.
Fuck you. Hey, we're not on Twitch, right? Fucking hell.
Nah, it's fine. He could do
Nah,
that.
this
Go on,
was
Ryan. What you saying?
that was not crazy. What?
Yeah, that was light. You know what I'm saying? That was light. Go on. You've been waiting to get this off your chest. Go on.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Bro, I just said, like, I saw Akanji at times at Dortmund, innit? And I just didn't rate this guy highly. And then he goes to City, goes to a team where, again, he's good. He's a good player on the ball, innit? He's good on the ball. So naturally, he
That's
looks good in the.
deny. Fair, yeah.
So naturally, he looks good in the City system, innit? But I always knew this guy was suspect. Like, Darwin Núñez dribbled past him this season, innit? Like, that's automatically a red flag, innit, at the end of the day. Like, so
Kanji is mistake prone.
he's mistake prone. But then, Jan City tried to tell me he had a better season. Jan City tried to tell me he'd had a better season than Lisandro Martinez this season.
Nope.
innit? I was like, what are you
That's
talking
fraud.
about?
That-
innit?
You lot need your own show, man, our own chat or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You lot
Please
debate
forget.
everything.
She legit tried to
Sarcasm
tell me
City
that, you
show.
know?
That's
Sarcasm.
fuck that.
Ryan
You know
and
what I'm
Yan
saying?
show.
Yeah. We'll do it.
That would
Alright,
be-
we'll do it. Let's do a joint collab in it. You know what I'm saying? Carefree City in it. We'll run it on both our channels.
Yeah, come.
There we go in it. We'll run it on your Twitch and my Twitch at
Yeah,
the same
that
time.
city
Yo,
sounds ass.
you know a
Carefree
Kanji, yeah?
City.
Yo,
Yeah,
Kanji,
man.
it's not
Carefree
it's
City,
not
that's
too
lit,
late.
you know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
flawless.
Go
It's
on.
not too late for a Kanji to go uni and do a maths degree, innit? He's good at
Yeah,
maths,
this
innit,
guy.
man? So it's not too late,
Yeah,
man.
you
Don't
know, because
worry.
you two just argue about the daftest things, and I'm just like, what is going
Hey,
on?
listen, man.
Royder or
It's
Kanji
cool,
or
man.
someone in
Just some
Hey,
non- why do you think I
KDB,
don't
man.
say much and just have the group on mute? You know what I'm saying? And I'm
KDB,
like, if
the
Lewis
real
needs to be
flop
that
of the
bad, shout me.
tournament, man. The real
Fact.
flop of the tournament. Yo,
Crazy.
the reason why Eden Hazard didn't achieve what he should have on international duty.
All right. Anyway, you lot continue to get your questions in as well. Paul says, I didn't even notice, Paul. Did you see the Manchester clubs that are best represented at the World Cup
There you go.
stages? 11. I didn't actually. Don't surprise me because our first 11's good now.
Yo,
Please don't
Flawless, I
shock
was
me.
going to say this, you know who
Go on.
the true winner of this World Cup is? Ten
Go on,
Hag.
who?
Because if you deep it, yeah, Ten
Go on.
Hag, yeah, most of his players who have gone to the World Cup are actually doing well, and Ronaldo has made him look better this World Cup, hasn't it?
Facts. That's true.
This Ronaldo thing has made Ten Hag look way better, honestly.
What
Ten
do you
Hag's the real winner of this World Cup.
In terms of the Ronaldo thing, yeah, like we won when he left. From when he did the interview, we won. As soon as the interview, the first snippet dropped off, like, yeah, we
Oh
won.
yeah, I knew it was, bro. As soon
I
as
was
I
like,
saw that,
get
I'm
this
like,
guy out of my club.
Blazers ain't
expeditiously.
gonna want that negative PR BS because then that affects the stock prices and all that stuff.
I'm like, get this guy out of my club
Yeah.
expeditiously. Love to see it. Love to see it get about my club. And now we, like I said, all them people who talk about, yeah, top European clubs are gonna come. Where are these top European offers, people? This guy's
Bro.
been a free agent for a minute.
Only place I honestly, if he's looking for a Champions League club, the only one I see is Eintracht Frankfurt. That's the only because they're playing Napoli the round of 16
Frankfurt.
UCL.
You
What-
go,
Like,
you
you
gonna
have
play
to
with
make
you gonna
hella
go
weight
there and play.
deduction.
I've
gonna go
got
there
that
and
right
play
No,
with
to be,
Jess's
I've-
people.
no, I've got
but
that right
you know what it
here.
is though. But
Certain
you know what it
clubs
is
in
though.
West London. Yeah,
But the
got
thing
certain
is, but
clubs in West
my thing
London.
with the Frankfurt one is still like they got a better striker. Kolomwani.
Exactly.
Kolomwani's a better striker than him right now because what he offers actually to the team.
Kolomwani's a
Sorry.
baller.
He is actually not even bad, to be honest. Funny enough, I don't think. See, the thing is, the reason why I can't give him the full praise is because of the video that he did with Saliba. I'm sorry, like people just look up Kolomwani and Saliba on Twitter and find out what I'm talking
Oh
about.
jeez.
But-
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh no.
like,
Oh
this,
no.
this the only reason why I
Oh,
don't
no.
want to. That's
Oh,
the only reason
God.
why I can't pop him well. Or I
Oh.
don't want him at my club, but that guy has the fundamentals of a footballer right now.
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I know what
yeah,
you're talking about too.
Yeah,
It's,
we always talk about, but yeah,
it's
that's
something
Paul.
naughty. It's something very, very naughty.
Some
Ooh.
strange stuff. But yeah, Paul, it just shows where United are in terms of like quality. The players is there. We just need more. I've been saying it for the longest. Like, we need to bolster our squad. Our first 11's good. The problem is the rest. We need to add. We're so short in all areas. And like 2-3 injuries, and you see the massive difference. That's the problem. But getting rid, like I said, getting rid of Ronaldo's been great. I've been enjoying him, you know. People are like, oh, why you slander him so much, yo? Because he disrespected the set. Like, that's not.
I can't lie,
Like,
man.
can't do that.
I'm starting to rate Bruno, you know.
Yeah, you would. That's not a surprise.
No, he's been good this tournament, man.
He has played well this tournament,
He's played very well this tournament.
but that's not going. Yeah, he's been playing out wide. That's why. Like Eddie says, you get
It's
him out of
also
the
a
middle,
lot
get him out of
slower at
traffic.
the World Cup.
Yeah,
than the
he
Premier
is at best. He is a good player, but that's it.
He's all right. Yeah.
He's a good player at best. He's not great. He's not exceptional. He's not world class.
Hey, listen, man, he's got Real Madrid monitoring him,
difference.
you know.
Yeah, to go hold bench in it. You know what I'm saying?
Go play for the Castilla team. Yeah.
All I'm saying is, man,
Real Madrid.
everybody says, man, Real Madrid is hype, man. Real Madrid are looking at Højbjerg. What you guys say?
Are they looking at Højbjerg?
Yeah. In the summer, they were actually looking at the option for their squad, as on
There we
Højbjerg
go.
was one of them.
They're looking for that
Who are they
big
gonna
dog
look
in
at?
midfield,
Weston
man.
McKennie. Jesus.
Bruno
Christ.
gonna
Weston
be there and be a
McKennie's
squad.
horrendous, bro.
Bruno
I
gonna
don't
go
rate
there
him.
and be
No,
a
he
squad
was
player,
good.
man.
Nah,
Just
I
for
don't rate Weston McKennie.
Wait,
man.
before you continue, any Real Madrid representatives who are watching, yo, just slam, I don't know, 8 EMs down. You can have him. You know what I'm saying? 8 EMs and take Bruno.
I wouldn't pay
100%.
80
80 M's
M's.
is
What? Hold on. What? I mean, I taken up my club, but not for 80. What?
Hey, this ain't involving your club, so you can be quiet, Jess.
I
innit?
mean,
You
we
know
need
what
a
I'm saying?
creator. We need a creator.
If
'cause
you need a
I'm-
credit, alright, for you, do you best deal 79 M's. How's that sound? You know what I'm saying?
Fuck off.
We got Guimarães. We don't need a shitty Bruno around. I'm all set.
See, this was my mind. That was
Jez, I
my
heard
midfield.
you need a creator.
Yeah, I don't want nothing with Chelsea.
May I interest you in some fucking
I-
minerals?
I got nothing.
Havertz.
I'm some
Fucking
silkiness.
minerals.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can give you some silky
we
minerals.
already got enough minerals, man. We got enough rope on us.
Oh man, you know how good Havertz is for Germany. You can have him.
He
He was
stinks for
utter-
Germany. He gets a slimy
That's
goal
not
for
what the
Germany.
narrative says.
The narrative is wrong. Don't believe those people.
Utter shite.
Does more than
Someone
what
said
KDB does for Belgium.
Yes, Omar Solé. Great pick.
What's crazy is I signed this guy on FIFA last year. That's the only reason I know about him. That's it.
Omar Solé's dreads. No,
Yeah,
he's
that's all I
good.
know.
Another French center back on the rise too. Mohamed Simakan at RB Leipzig. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
France
yeah,
producing
Strasbourg
players ridiculously,
played
man.
for us too.
But these people
phenomenal.
cannot create a right back for their
Yeah,
life.
there's no fullbacks, man. There's
I mean,
clearly
they
an
got
issue at
Syrian
Clairefontaine.
Samar.
No, the thing is, they got fullback at left back. They just can't get any at right back.
No zero right backs, man.
Oh, Kenny Lala's coming back to Liga, and maybe he could do a job.
Kenny Lala, you know.
Kenny Lala. I think he's
Fucking hell.
signing for Stade Brest because he left Olympiacos early. He used to play for Strasbourg when we were challenging Europe.
Wasn't he at PSG at one time?
No, Kenny.
Oh no, it was Kosava. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Kenny Lala's one of my favorite ever players, bro. When he was at Strasbourg, all my days.
Can I just say,
Strasbourg.
has everyone else felt a bit lost today without football?
No, I've been watching.
I felt lost today.
I was watching preseason games today.
I enjoyed chilling out. That's what I did. Man.
I felt lost, man.
No, bro, it's because you didn't catch the Georgian Cup final between Torpedo Kutiasi and Lokomotiv Tbilisi
This
Reserve.
is real, man.
What
This
was the
is
score?
literally-
It was 2-0 to Torpedo.
I heard United lost some preseason.
Yeah, I was
friendly
watching
or
I was watching the United preseason game. That was 4-2.
Cadiz,
Oh,
yeah.
I only knew he was playing today when I seen Saeed went live.
Yeah, I saw it too. Like, it's the only
reason I knew.
The
only
only
reason
reason
I
why I
knew.
even watched it because I was bored and I didn't really have nothing to do.
I was running back Fight Night Champion. That's what I was playing today.
You won 4-2.
Loaded up the PS3.
Have you
We
guys
lost
watched the
4-2
R9
to Zip.
documentary?
Oh, you lost
Yeah,
4-2.
Really
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, Lewis, we lost 4-2. Yeah.
I
Friendly.
get Ten Hag out, bruv. This is the beginning of the end. I've been telling you guys. Been fucking telling you guys.
Throw hard.
Yeah, flawless.
Ten Hag and Dar's out, bruv.
These man are joking.
Flawless.
Yeah, go on.
What do you think of the R9 documentary?
Oh, very good.
Right.
It was
I'm
a
just
really good
disappointed.
documentary. Yeah.
I'm just disappointed it ended where it ended. Like I would.
Yeah, I
love to have
wanted
seen
to-
it.
They couldn't edit
Real
so
Madrid.
much.
I wanted to see the
them
Real
talk
Madrid
about
side
the
of it.
Madrid time. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That's the
like-
thing. They could have easily done it like a 3-part kind of thing.
Yeah, they could have
There's
easily done that.
Yeah.
Because what's crazy is I remember watching that '98 World Cup final and finding out Ronaldo wasn't playing. We was like,
Yeah,
what?
sick of that.
We were devastated. I was a kid them
I
times.
wasn't born
like,
then.
What's going on? You know what I'm saying? They
Why
had
not?
great times. But yeah,
No.
like it was great. Like it's
It's not even funny.
Yo,
hey, Ryan, hold that, fam. Hold.
I'll let you guys pick between Obafemi Martins or
Hey,
Ronaldo.
that Brazil, that Ronaldo shirt's flying. Wait, what Martin shirt is that?
Newcastle, bro.
Oh, jeez, okay.
What's 607?
I just didn't know. I
Aubameyang.
like it.
So we're in the UEFA
That's
Cup.
what I'm like.
Yeah.
wait, hold on. Is that the 2002 or 1998 Brazilian kid?
04.
Oh, that's
04.
04. Oh.
Yeah, and it's got so it's not the Germany, it's a
That
quality.
was you. Yeah. I remember that logo.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
love it.
man.
It's such a
Classic.
comfy, and you know what the most underrated part? It's such a comfy shirt. It feels like you're wearing I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so comfy. It's so
Hey,
loose.
they need to bring back some throwback kits, man. Like I'm tired of these new ones. They're like 80 quid.
Now you can find some throwback kits. I'll shout.
Yeah,
I tried to double A. I swear he sent me a site. Shout out.
You need to send me that. You need to send me that.
I got a chat
Football
too.
shirts.
See, there you go. Actually, Lewis knows. Hey, Lewis, plug
Classic
that.
football shirts.
This is the oldest one I got. This is from 1990 Newcastle home shirt.
But yeah, Jess, there you go. Lewis told you. Just drop it in the private chat, Lewis. But classic football
drop it
shirt.
down.
Yeah, they got all sorts of shirts. You can get a Tottenham Sol Campbell one if you want.
Whoa. I mean, low key, I would take one just to burn it.
This guy
I'll give you the website for it. One sec.
Yeah, just put it in the private chat.
Flawless, what do you think about it? Racism within the English media by disrespecting Brazil and its culture. Nothing new, Camille. Nobody was surprised when it happened. No one was shocked. Miserable people. That's what I have to say. Brazil scored goals, and people want to police how they celebrate. That is crazy. They didn't disrespectful. They didn't go up to the opposition crowd and was antagonizing. They didn't go up to the opposition players or manager and antagonize them. They was
dancing.
It's a big,
for God's
it's a big
sake.
part. It's a massive part of Brazilian culture, people.
Just like
This
it is
very,
for
very, 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 very well known. This is not a surprise. Brazilians have been dancing after scoring goals pretty much for as long as I can remember. And I bet if you go back even to black and white times, they was probably dancing then. It's a massive part of their culture. Why all of a sudden they want to police how people, if they all want to get, you know what I'm saying, in line and dance, let them man dance. If the manager wants to get involved, that's cool. If they want to get the coaches involved, that's cool. If they want to drag the tea ladies out of the locker room and get her involved, that's absolutely fine too. It's absolutely ridiculous. Misery loves company. And these people complaining about it are miserable. And they can't dance. I've always noticed that. People who complain about celebrations and players dancing can't dance.
100%.
But when Peter Crouch was out there doing the robot, these men had nothing to say.
Do you reckon Roy Keane can't dance?
Do you think
No, he's probably too angry to even think
I was
about
just imagining it
anything.
in it. I was just thinking, and I think he probably can't in it.
He can't dance, man. You know
Bro,
what I'm saying?
Roy
If he can,
Keane-
not that well. Like Paqueta nailed that. I was
Yo,
like, okay.
Paqueta's dancing was crazy.
Imagine
He's
Roy
better
Keane
dancing
trying
than
to
he is a
get
footballer. When you
I
say
know,
yes,
I don't even rate
I've been
him as
trying
a
to
footballer.
tell you, bro. I've been trying to tell you, Paqueta is just a dance merchant, bro.
you did say that.
He is.
You
He
wanted
is.
to say
He
that.
is.
Just like, well, just go through. Just if you got TikTok, or even just if you go on YouTube and you just write Paqueta dance, or there's like a whole video lines of like him dancing from but no highlights of him playing football.
Here's the other thing that I thought about as soon as Roy Keane said that stupid shit. It's like, well, does anyone remember Peter Crouch?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Everybody loves that. Everybody. It don't matter if you're English. It don't matter if you're in. Everyone
why I
loves
don't
the
think
Peter,
he even meant
Peter
it.
Crouch robot dance.
That's
Like,
why I don't even think he meant it, or if it was just something to get clicks.
Nah,
I
he just
thought-
that miserable.
You know
I
what,
didn't
bro?
believe he actually
This is my major conspiracy theory that I 100% agree with. Everything in the media that you see, whether it's football, whatever the fuck, it's all there just to get engagement and likes and clicks and all that stuff. So people will go on any platform that they want and they'll say the most utterly horrific, dumb, stupid, vile shit just to get people go, oh, do you see what they said on TalkSport? Oh, did you hear this American said this about this? Oh, did you hear about it's all, and the refereeing decisions is generate controversy. I'll summarize it in a nice little bow as follows. Any publicity is good publicity. What does publicity get you? Dollar bills.
Yeah, I guess
Exactly.
You
And if you
Go on,
look at
Lucy,
Roy Keane's literally a character, just a grumpy old granddad who doesn't understand.
it's funny
anything about
sometimes.
modern
I like
games.
listening
That's why
to
I heard
it.
it. If it's a
Finish.
gimmick, it's literally his gimmick.
Yeah, I
That's
think
why
it's a
I don't
part of his.
think he actually meant it in a bad way or anything. It's just, I think he said it for clicks.
I think
Yeah,
it's just
he
that-
probably
he's-
did. He probably
You know
did.
what? I think he's just that miserable, fam. I'm not gonna lie. I
He could,
genuinely think
or you know what? It could be both.
It's
He
unbelievable.
might need some antidepressants, but he also might be putting on a show. Who
No,
knows?
misery loves company, man. I'm telling you, like he complained about the Senegal fans before the game.
Oh, gee.
Did he?
Fans?
Yeah. Did you not know that?
And-
He complained-
No,
he
I was
complained-
out watching the game, so I didn't.
Yeah.
hear the
He complained
commentary.
about the Senegal fans. He called them annoying.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a character. He's
Yeah.
literally that grumpy old.
What's wrong with
granddad
this
who
man?
knows about
Legit,
everything.
That guy don't give a fuck about cancel culture.
I
bro.
agree with
He's
the
literally
talk
telling
about
cancel culture,
Hey,
come at
hey.
me, motherfucker.
Lewis, I agree with it on the TalkSport thing in terms of they know what they're doing.
Oh
They
yeah.
know what they're doing to get clicks. The TalkSport thing, I do agree with.
Oh no, but I think this for Roy Keane in general.
You
I
reckon
think
Roy
he's,
Keane doing?
I think it's a character, just a miserable old man.
You know what's crazy is,
Yeah,
if you watch him on other stuff, like they did the I don't know if you've watched it. Go watch it. Is with him, Gary Neville, and Michael Richards. They did something for Bet365.
Oh, I think I know what
Hey,
you're
one-
talking about. Yeah.
They did their prediction, so they spoke about international
Yeah.
football and the tournament, and then they did the what's it called, and then they did their predictions for the whole tournament, and it was good. It was a good watch. Like there was no
It was.
miserable. That man was laughing
quite
and
funny,
joking.
No bullshit.
actually. Yeah.
That man was laughing and joking.
And Victor,
I think he just plays it up a bit for the cameras.
absolutely.
Maybe you could be right.
It's a good
Yeah,
character,
go.
and that's why they have him on all the time.
Yeah, people want to know what he says because they're gonna get a funny clip, and it's cool that he makes us laugh and stuff. I agree with Flawless though. I think he's probably depressed, bro. Honestly, he's probably struggling out here. Is what it is. And by the way, Victor, I don't know if it's a racism thing. I just think I don't know about racism. I don't know about racism because think about it, if you're Roy Keane, you have fellow colleagues that are of the opposite race and whatnot. And what to me, it's like, why would you go to a World Cup and comment on the World Cup when there are players of all different ethnic backgrounds and whatnot? Khalid.
I think Khalid said it there. Yeah.
Stole the word right out of my mouth.
I'd say yeah,
Ignorance.
it's more ignorance. Yes.
Literally
It's
in
more
my
being-
brain, I was trying to think
it's more
of
being dismissive because it's not the norm for him. So because it's not the norm for him, I'll just dismiss it.
It's just
That's
like
where it is.
it's
There's
just
a
like
big difference in the pair.
Yeah.
it's just like when some English fans are like, oh, the ultras and drums, it's stupid. The flares are stupid and all this stuff. And it's like, okay, that just because that's only Crystal Palace really have that kind of ultras group where it's drums and all that shit. I think it's cool. I think it's fucking cool. I love it. It adds some flavor.
Yeah, dude. Just to add to this, people as well. For those that don't know, so it doesn't matter if it's South Americans, doesn't matter if it's Africans, doesn't matter if it's Caribbean, doesn't matter if it's in Europe, wherever. If you are black, you know what I'm saying. If you are a black male, black female, chances are dancing is a part of your culture, people. I'll be
Whether
walking
that's
around my house.
America
One
or
sec,
in that,
Steve.
or if that's in
I will. I'll just milli rock for no reason. I haven't scored a goal at the World Cup. I will legit just be. I did it today. I will just be walking into my kitchen and milli rock for no reason whatsoever. You'll see me do it on stream occasionally, people. I will just milli rock, no reason whatsoever. It's just dancing. It's a part of the culture. Like that's it. No, like if I scored a goal at the World Cup, I have no idea what dance moves I would pull out. But what I do, absolutely, it's just a cultural thing. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. But yeah, people want to hate on it. Because you know why? Misery loves company. People want man to do the shiro. That's what it is, and put the arm up. That's what man want man to do. Because that's what man are accustomed to seeing. Or that's a proper celebration. Same way these man will complain about the color of a player's boots. Or a player dyeing their hair.
or
They
Pogba
hate
existing.
They hate
Fuck all
any
these dancing. Where's
personality.
my knee slides?
Yes, they want the knee slides. That's what it is. And the kissing the badge and all
Wacky
that.
limbs.
See?
I know a badge kisser. He had a rough last game.
Or screaming into the camera.
Yeah, or screaming into the camera. Like, that's what that is. Like, they don't want you to shut up and dribble is what they want you to do. You know what I'm saying? Score goals, but don't do anything out of the ordinary. Show no personality whatsoever.
It just feels like also nowadays too, because this is like the third incident this year, whether in the the start of the domestic season and then into the World Cup. We've had the Anthony thing where he's spinning and Roy Keane's like, oh, what the fuck? And then you've got the dancing, and now you've got the Richarlison against Forrest knocking it up on his head. Bro, it's like these guys are killing Drogo Benito. These people wonder why we don't nowadays in football. It's less likely that we have technical ballers like a Ronaldinho or even a Riquelme, Juan Roman Riquelme, guys that would just individually take a game and just do whatever. It's because you guys are. It's because these fucking English pundits.
I'm hoping the Brazil they battle Croatia
just
and
have
dance
road
after
runners.
every. Yeah, I hope they dance after every single score.
Oh,
every single goal.
absolutely.
I hope they get I hope Brazil, when they win the World Cup, like they do what France did and just party with it and just dance.
I hope someone kidnaps Roy Keane and throws him into a Brazilian party.
That's way too far. But
All right, well, I hope
you saved that. I didn't know where that was going. Yeah. Khalid, you said it. I love when I don't even like the gritty. You know what I'm saying? But it's growing on me. But yeah, seeing Liao do the gritty was great. He was great. Like I love to see that. Express yourself. You know what I'm saying? Zim
Hey,
saying it's
funny
racism
enough,
period.
if you
Hey, fair,
saw
I'm
me,
gonna argue against it. Yeah, go on, Jez.
no, funny enough, if you saw me on Twitter, I actually was like a couple of weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, I was actually saying I'm actually surprised that nobody has done the gritty. I had to bring back the tweet after Leo did it. My brother,
The gritty,
bro,
man.
like,
They're all
Love to
saving
see
it for the final.
Yeah, man. I hope whoever it is, so whether it's France, whether it's Brazil, whether it's Portugal, that man gonna dance. Even if England somehow managed to win it, they have man who dance in their squad. I don't know how.
Imagine a Mason Mount winner and he does the gritty.
yo, oh my god. I hope he does. I hope whoever it is does the gritty. Whoever I don't care who wins it, but I'm hoping whoever it is.
Which
dances.
England player does dance?
Portugal winning it and Ronaldo doing the gritty from the
Because
bench.
Lingard don't play
Yeah,
anymore
anyone
for
by him.
England, so
Saka's danced. I've seen him
yeah,
dance with
Saka.
Jesus.
Rashford,
Saka.
maybe.
I've never seen Rashford dance.
I've never seen Rashford
nah.
dance,
He's
to
not
be
one. I'm trying to
honest.
think.
I've seen
Who
Declan
else?
Rice dance. but it was
Declan Rice.
terrible.
Declan Rice.
He was terrible, but shout Calvin Phillips. I think I've seen him dance. Maybe John Stones. I've seen him speak patois. and
John
that, so-
Stones.
Yeah.
by the way,
no.
that's something I had to say real quick. as
Imagine
well, 'cause
Harry
I can't
Maguire
help
doing
it.
it.
Yeah, relax. Yeah,
That's
go on. What are you
something-
saying, Jess?
Yeah, I was saying, bro. Oh, it's gonna be some disgusting sights when Leao's gonna hit the gritty on Emerson. Oh my days, Jesus Christ! This is gonna be disgusting. That's gonna be a hat trick, you know.
I need to learn how to do
Yeah,
that shit. I've
bro.
never actually tried it, man. I need to learn how to do the gritty.
Actually,
I've never tried it.
it's actually not that difficult, to be
Nah,
honest.
I
'cause
don't look that difficult. I ain't the best dancer, so it's like basic dance moves I can get down in it. Like once it becomes more difficult,
It's actually quite basic because I do it sometimes when I play with my friends, and if I get like a score, bro, they get triggered.
Jez,
every
honest
time.
question: you ever done the gritty after scoring like a late winner on FM or something?
Huh?
Have you ever done the gritty after scoring a late winner on
I'll be
Football
real.
Manager?
I'll be real. I scored the first minute. I do it.
My favorite
Sorry,
ever
right?
celebration was Bafatembi Gomis. That fucking
Yeah,
that shit
wait,
sad.
he did that. Ahmed does that on Pro Clubs. He did that. We was like, what is this guy?
Bro, I love that. That's fucking sick. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, Prime, you right. I be merely rocking after blocking Ryan. You're right, man.
Get Pardew in to do the move from the FA Cup.
I know.
Pardew.
I feel like every player who scores has to do an old or new celebration. It's on them, like I said, in it. These don't want to police. Not only they now want to police how they celebrate. Brazil played well, scoring goals, and want to police how they do. It's just outrageous to me.
It's funny because it's like the way these guys talk too. It's like they talk like they're like head of the FA or something. It's like, bro, you ain't in charge of nobody. You ain't nobody's fucking daddy. Like, what are you? What? Why are you? Why are you commenting so critically of something that you yourself have no control over?
What you say?
It's gatekeeping, bro.
Yeah,
people always do that. I see so many football fans who act the same way about their club to other fans.
it could be about anything.
Mentality.
Oh, you can't be a fan from America. You never been to blah blah blah.
Oh,
You never
You
done.
ain't been to the bridge. You ain't fucking Chelsea.
Yeah.
Like they don't wake up, like certain fans abroad don't wake up at 3 a.m. to watch Mason Mount and Gallagher. That's true support. That is true support.
Literally,
So
sorry,
that's like supporting in the trenches, man.
That's being you're in the trenches of the trenches. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I know you're in trench, you are in the worst part of the trenches. Waking up at 3 a.m. to watch Mount and Gallagher and Kai Havertz.
Nah,
You
bro.
are true- you must love Chelsea.
I had to watch Steve Bruce.
You love Chelsea.
Steve Bruce
That's why I
at
don't get.
7:30 a.m.
There you go. That's why I don't get on to United fans talking about.
6:30 a.m. train to Newcastle to watch a Mount Gallagher and Brozier front three.
Condolences, but at least you got to go to Newcastle, my
That's
friend.
what the thing is.
Oh
that's
yeah,
true
yeah, good
support.
for the night out, but not good.
Is
for
that your favorite away day? I've heard you speak very highly on Newcastle.
No, it's one of those where it's great once I get there, but I have to get there first, and that's the.
It's a long voyage. Yes.
Yeah, it's just worth the trip. It really is.
Yeah.
Hey, 2020.
Hey, nice city as well, man. Newcastle, big up though.
Yeah, it's nice. I want to go out there, man. I've not been out in
Beautiful
Newcastle in a strong minute.
I've never been there on the night out.
Yeah, you need to get there, Ryan, man. Pull up.
New Year's?
Speaking of Brazilians,
I got New Year's actually, so I'm not even.
Yeah, let me know.
Speaking
yeah,
of
yeah, I'll let you know. But
Speaking
basically,
of
my cousin's having a party, innit? That's what it is. Yeah, go on. What you say, Steve?
Speaking of Brazilian, I think Newcastle are going to get a lot more Brazilians because the party lifestyle that could be a part of it too. We've already got good Brazilian core, bro. I hope we win some Premier League titles and we dance all over Roy Keane, bro. 100%. Beating Man United on the last day of the league or something to win the title, and we just dance. Oh man,
Win the title,
Yo, maybe you'll
hey,
win the
yeah,
Champions League before City, innit? Just saying.
I don't know, man.
See, Christopher said it. I had to wake up at 3 a.m. to watch Kolasinac, Mustafi, Louise, and Co. Thank God things are improving. That's why I never disrespect overseas fans, because they're just. I don't look at myself as better because I'm from Manchester. You know what I'm saying? And I've been to Old Trafford and go to Old Trafford.
It's literally where you
Salute
came
to
out of
all-
your mom's vagina. You can
literally
become more
salute to all the
irrelevant.
United fans abroad, man. Because I don't want to wake up sometimes at 2:30 p.m. to watch Manchester United at times. Never mind 2:30 a.m. I'm saying in the p.m. I want to watch these man at 4:30 sometimes on a Sunday. So 4:30 p.m. Never mind waking up 4:30 a.m. to watch these, man.
Bro,
And
I
then if they
wake
lose,
up.
your
Yo,
whole day's
imagine
ruined.
these fans around the world for Liverpool having to wake up to watch Henderson play every week. Like, it's hard, man. Like, honestly, bro, I struggle to do it. Like when I go to the game, man. Like,
I
these fans
remember
are
we had
waking up at crazy times to watch this guy just try and just misplace these stupid first-time clip crosses that he
Bro.
does. Now you England fans are seeing what I have to go through every fucking week.
Hey, nah,
Condolences, Ryan.
Don't do that.
bro. I remember we had Arsenal at home 12 o'clock kickoff a few weeks ago. Usually I wake up gassed to that game. That's a fixture I look forward to the most. I woke up and genuinely considered whether I should just go back to bed. But I can't be bothered for it. I went there and it was dog shit. Absolute dog shit. And yeah, people think it's fucking easy. No, it's shit.
Nah, it's not easy when your team's doing bad. I've been there, man.
Not easy.
Not wanting to do what. It's not easy. Not wanting to do watch-alongs. I'm telling you, people. Yeah, bump up the likes still. Subscribe to the channel. All that good stuff. Get your fans.
Yo, by the way,
questions
looks
as well.
like we might be getting Bellingham in, so that's quite good.
Sauce. Would you hear
Christian Folk in Germany of
Okay.
Build. He's reliable actually. So
Alright.
he said that he wants Liverpool. His family want Liverpool. Real Madrid are pessimistic about the move now. United pulled out of it. I didn't even know United were in for it. And
I don't
yeah,
think
it
we
looks
were
like
ever in it.
and it looks like Liverpool and Bellingham are close. So yeah, it's looking like it'll probably
Pull up
happen.
the cash, it seems like.
I think there will be cash available, especially if we get new owners. But even if we don't, we haven't really spent a lot over the years. So I think they've saved up money to try and get him. Because they've waited a year. They waited a year to know actually try and get him. So I think they'll get him. To be honest, he's not. They're really pushing for it. Like Klopp's desperate for him. Like so.
And if Bellingham and his family, I mean, takes two.
Yeah.
So there you go.
They want Liverpool. So yeah.
There you go. No, he's fucking phenomenal. Now,
Boy finishing second.
who do you think has the higher ceiling of Bellingham, Foden, Saka? Ceiling.
Mount.
Bellingham.
Longstaff.
I kind of we need to keep that
Minerals.
old away
Jacob
from
Murphy.
conversations. Isn't like
Blonde
Foden
now.
23?
Morgan Gibbs White.
I legit don't. I
How
legit
old
don't
is
know.
Foden? Because I swear
I'd
Foden is
probably
like
say I think
23.
Saka is the third.
Wait, yeah.
out
How
of the
old?
three.
How old is Foden? That is a good
21,
question.
you think?
22.
He's 22.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
like, keeping away from the conversations. Like what? Because Bellingham is like 19 or just
He's
barely
19.
20.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Saka's
he's
like 20.
19.
Nah.
I think
Keep that old man
Saka's.
away.
I don't think Saka's as talented as those two. That's just my opinion, isn't it? Like,
Foden's 22. Okay.
Yeah.
Bellingham, obviously 19. Bukayo Saka.
I know Saka. I think he's.
I'm only comparing the three, by the way, just because I think they're all like tremendously talented. I know there's a bit of an age gap, but you know,
Nah, for me, like
to be fair, we compare Messi, Ronaldo, and they've got a little bit of an age gap. So I mean, you know.
that's fair enough. So, I just don't like putting old men like Foden in there. But
Old
just I remember how they tried to put the young player awards and they're trying to tell me, Mo, it's one of them. Like, I'm like, yo, Mo, you're like 25 or 24. Like, get the fuck out. Like, what? I always said it's like a young player award. They need to change the whole thing. Like, it shouldn't be under 23. Like, it needs to be like under 20. Me personally.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair.
21 is for me. 21 is the most that I would accept. But 23, at 23, I'm sorry. Like, you can't be a young player. Like you might be a young player in terms of football age compared to other players, but by that time, if you're really a good player, you should be having a lot of football experience, like in terms of.
And that's what Bellingham has. To be fair, he's played since he was 15. He played a full championship season, right, or a good amount, and then he went to Borussia Dortmund, played a lot. This is his third season at Borussia Dortmund, I believe, and he's just been under class.
He's reaching 100 club games right now.
Unbelievable, and he's not even 20 yet. Bro's he's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. He's an England player. I genuinely like. He's worth every penny. You put a price tag out there, you pay it, and you're getting possibly. I even think maybe a Ballon d'Or winner.
Hey, Timo, score update, please. Timo, what's score? What's the score, man?
Timo, what's the score?
I'll look it up.
Timo, what's score?
I'll help out my buddy Timo. Whoa.
Paul says
a helping hand.
I'm not gonna even mention it because I know we're losing bad. So
are you mentioning? Well, ain't loads of players. Hey, Russ is missing. LeBron's missing.
Just Anthony Davis and Scottie Pippen Jr.
Yeah, go on. What's the score, Steve?
44-64.
Yeah.
Wait, what quarter?
Second.
How long's left?
60 seconds.
Yeah, come back, man. Come back second half. Paul says, anyone know of the Palmeiras attacking midfielder Gustavo Scarpa, who's pre-signed for Forest G? Yeah. You know anything about him? This is the floor is yours.
Yeah, no, he's talented player. I like him a lot. Good passing. He's mainly a forward. I've seen him play a bit of attacking mid I don't watch a bunch of Brazilian football just because I caught onto it late towards the end of the season. But good finisher, really good finisher. Even outside the box, he's a talented player.
I'll be back, man. I'm not watching this shit, man.
Oh, Timo.
Yeah, man.
I like Gustavo Scarpa. He could be a good.
Man's giving up on his team like KDB did, so yeah.
Sorry, Steve. Go on, carry on.
I was just saying. I like Gustavo. I like Gustavo Scarpa. I think he could score you 5 or 6 Premier League goals. The movement, also something I really like about him. But decent player, decent. I mean, I don't know how much they picked him up for, but he could be an all right signing. Nottingham Forest should be signing anybody, bro. Anybody.
But let's see. I think that's pretty much it. We'll go to this is a good question, and then we'll end out. Obviously, any members we will answer your questions. Don't forget the link for the membership is in the pinned comment, people. It's in the pinned comment. Oh yeah, shit. Let me not forget as well. Before I do, make sure you go check out www.thelatesttrends.net, people. Online designer clothing at cheaper prices. You got menswear on there, women's wear, kids wear. Also, trainers on there, Jordans, plus more. Make sure you check it out. www.thelatesttrends.net. Make sure you follow the Instagram, The Latest Trends. Or if you follow me on Instagram, you can see it in my followers anyway. But yeah, it's Latest Trends on Instagram. You see it Armani, Boss, Off-Whites, Palms Angels, Givenchy, D2, Versace, Stone Island, plus more. You can see they got the Nikes on there. They got the Jordans on there. All of this designer clothing at cheaper prices, people. So make sure you go check it out. Christmas is coming up. Up. So you know what I'm saying? Yep. Go treat yourself. Or go treat your other half. Go treat your, you know what I'm saying? Go treat your female. Go treat your man. Or get something for one of your kids. Or get something for a lot of your kids. Whoever for us. Yeah, I'll get something for me and Lewis. Whichever. Yeah. We could do I could do some Air Jordans. You know what I'm saying? What you say, Lewis?
I was just saying, get us some stuff.
Yeah, man. Get out some issue. You know what I'm saying? But go check out the website anyway, people. I'm going to drop the link in the chat again. Go check out the website and go follow the Instagram. Oh, shit, they got hats on there as well. So there you go. Make sure you go check it out, people. Make sure you go and check it out. All right. Before we close out, this is a good question from Christopher. Oh, yeah. Big up Taza as well.
Big up.
Who says... big up, lads. Jao Felix to United, Andy Tate voice. Second half of the season, we're doing a title charge, removing silence. You're a joker. I'm saying, hey, Prime, practice what you preach as well. You're saying go treat your woman. It's Christmas time. Make sure you're treating your woman, Prime. Make sure you're treating your woman. That's what you need to do. Christopher says, do you guys think that European clubs will start to look at the Asian market a bit more after this World Cup? I feel there's a lot of untapped talent there. They should.
Absolutely. And that's what Celtic are actually doing under Postecoglou. They're tapping into the J League market a lot. Actually,
They should.
Yeah, there's tons of potential. I always say Asia's an untapped market. Georgia, Nigeria, Ghana, fair ballers. Seriously. But yeah, that's the thing. That's the one. That's something I really like about football. It's global, and I think once more clubs realize that not only the best players are fucking ready-made in the Premier League, go get them for like Man United. Prime example. You guys could have had Caicedo for what? Peanuts compared to what you would have to buy him off Brighton for now. Brighton, they would be foolish if they took anything less than 50.
Yeah.
For Caicedo.
Yeah,
He could probably go for 70, and especially when you consider what Cucurella went.
My bad, Tazo. I didn't even see you was there. My bad.
Wasn't it?
You're good.
Tottenham? Wasn't it Tottenham who were linked with Kvaratskhelia?
Kvaratskhelia?
Yeah.
We've been linked with him all summer. And we bought Ryan Gill. I couldn't believe it.
That's when he was at Dinamo Batumi. Yeah.
No, and now he's balling for Napoli. And I'm like, yo, I've been praying for a left winger that can dribble. Like I have to watch unhandling, terrorize it on the left wing. The Quaradonna could have been at my club. Nah, I actually hate
Mount can play on the left, right?
Hey, I'm gonna let y'all finish. I got work to do. I'll just say this.
If we get a right,
hey, shut up, Jazz. No one cares. If we get a right back and Felix comes to United, second half of the season, we're doing a title charge. Bye bye.
What about Delo? Yo, you got Delo, man.
This guy just came in for United.
One of Joe Felix, man. What you talking about, Felix Joe?
Felix Joe.
Anyways, man,
and yo, we need a backup. That's what it is, Ryan. Yo, Jazz, love you. I'll shout you tomorrow. I'll let you know what's going on tomorrow in the group chat. Yeah.
Okay, big up.
Yo, Ryan, we need a backup. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. We only have one right back.
World Cup, man. Wow.
Oh yes, right. The pro clubs.
Would you take the US right back Serginho Dest?
No.
Nah, he's
only
meaty,
few times
man.
I've seen him, I don't like him.
He's meaty.
The first time I see him is when the first time I ever watched him, Mbappe scored that hat trick at the Nou Camp. That was the first game I watched.
Oh, when he bent it top corner.
To be fair, I've the US the tournament for me, one of the big takeaways is that for me, Dest, I don't want him at right back anymore. Right midfield, he reminds me of a Trent. Like he'll do some defending, yeah, but when you pin it, when you really, really push Dest, Trent, I'm not saying he's as talented as Trent. Decent player. The Dutch were interested in him, so he's at least all right. But yeah, that's the problem. I like Dest a lot, but not as a right back. Maybe in La Liga or something. But there's a reason why he ain't playing at AC Milan. It is what it is.
What do you guys think of?
Just under the press.
A wing back, I think Dest does all right. Wing back, I'll give him that. But
what do you guys think? What do you guys think of Amrabat? Because it looks like we're really interested in him to get in January.
Phenomenal player.
Yeah.
I
need him to get Fabinho out of that team, man. So we can get Fabinho out of that team. I can't handle watching another game of Fabinho in midfield anymore.
Would you sell him?
I'd rather play Henderson than I'd sell Fabinho tomorrow, man. Like a packet of biscuits or something. Like I'm telling you, man. I'd rather play Henderson. Like Fabinho's that bad now, innit? Fabinho's that bad now. I'd rather play Henderson.
Curtis Jones or Fabinho?
Curtis Jones needs to piss off as well.
Yeah,
man, it's a good squad player, man. Good squad player.
Curtis Jones is good nothing, man. Honestly,
player, man. You hating, man. You hating.
I'm not hating at all. Oh, you're
hating, man.
Sam about Curtis Jones, man.
Actually, before Hassan, me another hater as well. Actually, before I get to this, large up all the members. Obviously, as part of the membership, you do one of the perks is getting shout out. So big up to Daniel, Paul Tierney who's in the chat, Dan Levitt, Easy 9244, Georgiev, UK Beats, Carl Davies, Ilias, Hamid, Emma K, Serginio, Jamie, obviously the G, Carefree Lewis and that.
Out of Chelsea.
Nos, Sid, Taza, who just dropped in, Khalid, who was here earlier, Jay Socials, Shay Malone, who's a regular, Ravi, of course, Steve, who's here as well, Victor, who you see in the chat, my guy Deviant, Nick, Malcolm, Matro, Carefree 53, OT, OG, Turbo Jesus, that's hilarious, Ray Millie, Uncle Jesters, Brian, Jesse Dial, Timo, who's upset somewhere about the Lakers, Time to Shine, S Feetly TV, Surfer, Eddie, Sasha, Nelly, Scott Page, Neville B, and the guy we never want to see on the channel, but he's here anyway, Ryan. So large up to all the members of the channel. Will Newcastle get rid of the players? Will Newcastle get rid of players before more signings that are of a higher?
Andy has spot on. Just pull up his. We have to.
Paul. No space in the squad. Eddie said it yesterday. It's a case of 1 in, 1
Yeah.
out. Right.
Exactly. Like Jacob Murphy can go. Both of the long staffs, arguably. I mean, Sean's done great in the role he has, but he's not going to be a player where, if we're seriously challenging for a Premier League or whatever, I don't think he's got it in him. Joe Linton does. Guimarães does. Shar, hopefully he doesn't defend like he did yesterday, but we move. You know, there's a lot of guys there that I could see. I could see genuinely, you know, being a part of the squad, challenging for a title, FA Cup, and whatnot. But yeah, there are a few. We still got, you know, Isaac Hayden's on loan to Norwich. I think if Norwich get promoted, though, they have to. It's an automatic buyout. So yeah, no, it's exactly what Andy said. Pretty much 1 in, 1 out. So yeah, we will sell. I think we'll sell probably maybe 2 in January. I think we could bring in 4 or 5 though. Honestly, I think we could smash it in the transfer window. Because I don't know, I didn't watch football around this time, but I'm sure you guys remember 2011-12 when Newcastle were challenging for top 4.
Bar and Cisse. Oh my word.
Yeah, Demba Ba, Cruel,
Big up Demba.
Ben Arthur.
Made Gerard cry.
Goodbye. So we had a damn good team, but then in January, what did we do? Nothing. We didn't capitalize.
Hey, you brought Cisse that season, man.
And hey, you lot, man.
In January.
We got over 40 of you lot locked in. We're only at 20 likes. Let's bump up the likes, man. Let's bump up them likes before we close out. You lot taking liberties.
Absolutely.
Hit them likes.
They're taking absolutely.
No, but
do you know who else was taking liberties? KDB in the World Cup.
Yeah, dickhead.
That's pretty funny.
That's getting warmed up for Shameless.
I can't wait for Shameless on Sunday.
Wait,
Lewis,
when is Shameless? When is Shameless?
Yeah, we'll do Sunday because Neil and Sam can't do today.
That's calm. What time on Sunday we looking at?
Probably usual 9 or something. Yeah, around 9.
Yeah,
I need that full screen section on that episode.
Yeah, just don't bottle it, yeah, like you normally do. Right?
I won't bottle it, man.
I might have to be on
World
Ryan's
Cup, man.
side after the way he's ruined Eden Hazard's legacy.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm Hazard.
Yeah, you got some
defensive
backup.
on
There you
Sunday.
go, man. You got some backup, fam.
Yeah, I usually be there
Yeah,
for De
fuck.
Bruyne, but he can hold that. I'm glad Rudiger elbowed him in.
You know,
Porto.
today I actually watched extended highlights of that France-Belgium semi-final just to remind myself again.
This guy,
Hazard was so good that game. Hazard was so good that game.
You are a
legit.
committed hater, you know. You know what I'm saying? I
I
went
am,
back
of
to
course.
Belgium, France, you know. I respect it. Kind of.
Extended highlights, you know.
Hazard should have a Ballon d'Or to his name, bruv, if it weren't for the Britney, man. Can't be bothered.
That's the
Enter
Burger
that.
King mascot, isn't it? That's the Burger King mascot.
Oh my god.
Right.
A reminder, let me get to this from Prime, that if an African team qualifies to the semi-final of this World Cup, Africa will have 11 spots in the next World Cup. This changes things for us.
48.
Massive. Yeah, Africa already have
Ethiopia have a
19
chance.
guaranteed. Yeah, let's go, man. At the next tournament with a potential 1 more in the intercontinental playoff game. So 10 is already agreed on. Yeah, because it's been extended. Obviously, the next World Cup's more teams. So hopefully Jamaica get there. You know what I'm saying? So I can buy my Jamaica strip. Like,
I think I flawless, honestly, bro. If they don't make it, they would have to be worse. So think about it like this: the top 3 teams in CONCACAF are hosting it.
Yes.
So therefore, the CONCACAF qualifiers, you would think
Yeah.
that Jamaica could beat out the likes of Honduras,
Yep.
Guatemala,
Yep.
Costa Rica,
Mhm.
El Salvador, Curacao, Suriname,
Yep.
Grenada. Like you would think, and especially when it goes from 32 to 48. I don't know how Jamaica don't make it. But the problem is your federation's fucked.
Yeah, and we just need to get more of these players who can play for other nations on side.
Yeah,
That's
doing
what it
that.
is.
Doing that.
We need to do that. The more the likes of Damari Gray and that, like these players should be playing. That's what we should be doing. The centre back who's at Everton.
Try to get them younger. Try to get it. It's really hard because maybe if they become something, like I think Riyad Mahrez, he never thought that he would get to like a France national team level, so he was always with Algeria.
Yeah, man.
So he committed early. But I mean, it's worked out for him. He's
wasn't the same with Aubameyang as well. I think Aubameyang
could
have been
he could have
France, but he
represented
chose Gabon.
France.
Yeah,
Or was it German? No,
I think it was France. I think it was France. I might be wrong.
Gonzalo Higuain could have represented France too, actually.
Maybe he should have. Messi would have a World Cup already if it wasn't for that.
And Prime said, imagine Nigeria, Ghana, Ethiopia, and Kenya at the next World Cup. Sarcasm City is going to be crazy. Facts.
Get Zimbabwe in there. Get Namibia.
Somalia still wouldn't make it.
Yo, I'm supporting Kenya that World Cup still.
If they make it, why?
My mum was born in Kenya.
Oh, was it? Yeah, man. Shout out to Mrs. Kajaro, man, innit? She a real one. You know what I'm saying?
When Ethiopia beat them, though, they can still hold that.
So wait, you're part of Kenyan descent, or was your mum just born there? Did she? I
don't know, because there's a big Asian community in Kenya, innit? She moved to England at 6 months old, but there's like a big Asian community in.
So does your mom speak did she live there? Does she speak any of the dialect type thing?
Nah, she lived there for 6 months and moved to England. But obviously, her older sister and her parents lived in Kenya for a lot longer, innit? So
I'm about to say, is Ryan actually of African descent? That'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying? When we move, you have to stop calling Ahmed African Ryan because you'd be African Ryan. But we move. Flawless United went for Sao Paulo right back. João Moreira, like Rafael da Silva. We need a right back. So whoever it is, get the right back in. We desperately
need Serginho Dest.
We need a right back. Just bring me a P&P right back. That's all I'm asking for.
Serginho Dest.
Now I'm good on Sergio. You can have him at Newcastle. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take him at Newcastle.
You can have Azpilicueta.
I said P&P.
He's
Joe
got power.
Joe Gomez. He's quick.
No, I won't say
he's a centre back.
Yeah, he's a better right back than he's a centre back.
Yeah, but he's a centre back by trade. We good. You know what
he's
I'm saying?
Definitely a better right back than he's a.
I'm not saying better. I'm saying he's a centre back by trade. I don't need these.
Last season he played more right back for us than centre back. The only reason he's been playing centre back this season because Matip and Konate been injured.
Hey, the injury prone guys, that's on them. But now Prime Ryan is not Kenyan, so we're safe as a continent. All right, we're gonna close out the show, people. Make sure you go subscribe to Lewis's channel. Carefree Lewis G is in the title, so make sure you click the link right now. It'll take you right to his channel. If you're
make sure you tune in to Shameless FC on his channel on Sunday for my. If you're a
Sarcasm City TV fan, you should be over there anyway. Go support Lewis. Anything you want to add before we close up?
Yeah, justice for Hazard. Robbed. Yeah, another World Cup.
Hold that.
What else? Yeah, we're still world champions. Yeah, and up the Chelsea, up the fucking Chelsea.
Ryan, anything you want to add?
Nah, not really, man. It's been a good stream. Man.
There we go.
Lakers are
down by. Yeah, Tuchel in it. But yeah, Timo.
Tuchel's in London, you know. He's in London, Tuchel. So close to Stamford.
Looking for that Spurs
job. Apart from Fat Skip Bayless.
All right, okay, random. And Steve, who's here because he is a member of the channel, people. This is one of the great perks that you run the Q&As. And you'll see Steve on the Twitch Q&A. I'll probably run one of them next week. Members Q&A, I should say. Steve, anything you want to add? And let them know where they can find you and all that good stuff.
You can find me on Strasbourg Steve. I might do a watch along of the FA Cup second round tomorrow between Gillingham and Dignam and Redbridge. I might do that. I might not. I don't know. But yeah, and then Newcastle Fans TV once we get back into the swing of things with club football. Other than that, Forza Lazio, Eddie Howe's Black and White Army. That's really about it, bro.
Yo, can I ask Lewis a quick question?
Go on. Is it football related?
Yeah, it is. It's Chelsea related. I don't think that the problem at Chelsea is a managerial thing. I think it's the players in it. But if you had the opportunity right now to get Tuchel back and sack Potter, would you do it?
Jesus Christ.
Of course he would.
Yep.
Of course he would.
Bro,
any Chelsea fan would. Yeah. It's just we can't. Yeah. So it's like
Yeah, and that's
my cousin's a Chelsea fan. He's like, I saw him the other week. He's like proper adamant Potter out in it. Like he's adamant Potter out.
So your
man.
cousin's Potter out, your Klopp out. I bet you got a United fan in your family who's Ten Hag out in it.
I don't know. I haven't spoken to my uncle for a bit actually.
Yeah, I see your uncle in
my
it.
my
Make
uncle
sure.
loves Ronaldo in it, so it wouldn't surprise
Yeah, see,
me. But
you know what I'm saying?
no,
This
but
is
he
runs
actually
in the
he likes
Kajawa.
Ten
This is in the
Hag in it. He
Kajawa
likes
bloodline, innit?
become an Al Nassr fan.
No, but he likes Ten Hag in it. In all
Smart guy.
seriousness, so.
That's why he supports that team, and you support who you support. Smart individual, man.
He really likes Ten Hag, to be fair. So yeah.
It is. And big up Christopher, who said love from Australia, guys. Big up and have a good one. Hey, big up to you, cause I know it's probably, I don't know, is it early hours? I know it's not our time over there. So
Australia, I think it's 18 hours ahead of where I am. So basically a day in the future minus 6 hours. So that's what, 2 a.m. tomorrow?
Hey, salute to you.
Something like that. Wow.
Is it? I don't know. Hey, salute to you, though. Big up to everyone watching all across the globe, and Sarcasm City TV to the world. We'll be back tomorrow, people. It's PM. All right, sick. Big up, Christopher. I'm going to try and get a World Cup quarterfinals preview done on the YouTube channel. I'll probably reach out to the gang, and we'll try to get pro clubs on as well, people. Obviously, with no football, I'm trying to start.
I'm not invited to that again. Then.
Absolutely, you have an invitation saying you are not invited. But
right, cool.
what's it called? I'm trying to think. Yeah, we're trying to get something sorted anyway, people. In regards to tomorrow's stream on here, probably I've penciled it in as a World Cup quarterfinal preview. So I'm trying to get something sorted in regards to that, and then obviously Friday we're back. Brazil, Croatia, and I believe it's Argentina and Netherlands.
It is. Yeah, the late.
That's the late kick. But all of this is on the upcoming live stream schedule on the YouTube. Go follow the Twitch because there's content over there. There's pro clubs, there's NBA watch-alongs, fan calling shows, plus more. All of that. So if you're only on the YouTube, you are only getting half of the Sarcasm City TV content, people. This is like being a fan of BBC One and you don't watch BBC Two.
Or fucking with a condom.
Okay, we didn't have to go that graphic, but each to their own. This is. Like
I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
This is like watching Captain America, but they're not watching Black Panther and watching Iron Man and watching the rest. Like you're not getting the full Marvel experience. You are not getting the full.
Would you say it's like
cinematic universe experience? Yeah, go on, fam.
Would you say it's like watching the Fast and Furious movies, but then not watching the spin-offs?
Yeah,
it's like watching Sofiane Boufal.
It's like watching the first two and then you don't watch the rest. It's kind of like that.
True, yeah.
Bro, it's like watching Sofiane Boufal play for Morocco for however many games, but then not watching him ball out for Angers in Ligue 1, in the Coupe de France. It's like you're missing out. You're missing out on Boufal.
Missing out on the Coupe de France. But love to everyone that's locked in. This has been Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.